My camera tripping.
Psalms 10.
We ready?
Yeah, let's get it.
Ready. Psalms 10. Why do you stand afar, O Yah? Afar off, O Yah, hiding in times of distress? In arrogance, the wrongdoer hotly pursues the poor. They are caught by the schemes which they devise. The wrongdoer boasted of the craving of his being, and the greedy one he has blessed. He has despised Yah. In the pride of his face, the wrongdoer does not seek him. In all his thoughts, there is no Elohim. His ways are always prosperous. Your right ruling are on high, out of his sight. He snorts at all his adversaries. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved. From generation to generation, never be in evil. His mouth is filled with cursing and deceit and oppression. Under his tongue is trouble and wickedness. He sits in the hiding places of the villages. In the secret places, he kills the innocent. His eyes are on the lookout for the helpless. He lies in wait in a secret place as a lion in his den. He lies in wait to catch the poor. He catches the poor, drawing him into his net. And he crouches. He lies low, and the helpless fall under his strength. He has said in his heart, El has forgotten. He has hidden his face. He shall never see. Arise, O Yahoo, O El, lift up your hand. Do not forget the lowly ones. Why do the wrong scorn, Elohim? He has said in his heart, it is not required. You have seen it, for you observe trouble and grief to repay with your hand. The poor commits himself to you. You are a helper of the fatherless. Break the arm of the wrong ones and the evil ones. Search out his wrongness that he would not be found out. Yah is sovereign forever and ever. The nation shall perish from his hand, from his land, excuse me. Yah, you have heard the desire of the lowly ones. You prepare their heart. You incline your ear to defend the fatherless and the downtrodden, so that man who is of the earth no longer oppressed.
Hallelujah. Oh, praise.
Oh, praise.
Man in the earth no longer.
No longer oppressed.
Right, that's about that wrongdoer then, right?
Mm-hmm.
A whole song about this wrongdoer.
Yeah. Press no more. Okay. All praise to the Most High.
In the secret place, he kills the innocent.
The wrongdoer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the wrongdoer. Never they don't get it sometimes, man. Wrongdoer.
Yeah. Speaking of that wrongdoer, what about that statue, man, that you shared?
Yeah, what's up with that last night?
They put that in front of the courthouse in New York.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like, man, it's crazy too. They was saying something like,
I looked it up on YouTube. Somebody shared the video talking about the goddess of abortion.
Get out of here.
Yeah. In front of the courthouse. They just throwing all that wicked stuff up in New York, ain't they?
Everywhere. And who's that lady sitting on top of it?
Probably the artist.
Yeah, it's the artist. That was the artist, yup. And she looked at wicked, man.
Yeah, when I try to look at the link you sent me, they trying to get me to sign up for
Right. They try to give me
New
the
York
sign
Times.
up.
New York Times.
Right. They
Let's
wouldn't
see
let
where
you
it's at.
sign up.
Yeah, I had to sign up with the Google thing, but I ain't put no dollar for no dollar. Like, nah, go back. I still couldn't really read the article.
Move over Zeroaster and Moses and Zeroaster. Who is a roaster?
Another one of them. You know, I think I read one time, I think they used to call it Joseph Zoroaster or something like that. I can't think of where I read it at though, but probably something they used to worship. You know what I'm
Iranian
saying?
prophet. It's an Iranian prophet. I'm looking it up now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Iranian prophet known as Zoroaster. Zoroaster, also known as Zoroaster, is regarded as a spiritual founder of Zoroasterism.
And that head remind you of Baphomet, right?
Kind of similar.
Yep.
Kind of similar. But you notice, even this picture of this dude who's this so-called prophet, they always get that picture with their hand, their thumb, and their finger pointing up. Always.
Yeah. Let me see, where is that?
Man, the way that they putting all
You
these
reach your limit of free articles. You ain't getting no more free articles.
It's just another made-up religion, man. Some more pagan stuff.
Yeah, yo, I just like, you know, ever since that LGBTQ and all that other stuff, is like they just been getting more wickeder and wickeder each year. They introduce a new statue or a new this, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every year, he's just getting off and going more off, man.
It's like the war has always been. Nothing new under the sun. All them other statues and deities, they was
right.
They
just start bringing them to the forefront. Yep. Yeah, they're starting to bring them all to the forefront now. You know, America was supposed to be a so-called godly nation, and now, and now they move over Moses. That's what it said in the article.
Wow, yeah, that's move over Moses.
That's what it said in the article.
Yeah.
Wickedness, man.
It's definitely
won't let us pull it up.
You know, it's definitely getting real out here, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was thinking about that scripture, man, because like how they put that statue of that woman, and you know, got all these women as the leader of this, and you know, I think about that scripture when it said like, through the woman we all die. You know what I'm saying? And this is what, you know, we in these last times, and they pushing all this stuff and using the woman to do it. Yo, it's like going right back to the beginning, man.
Crazy.
We got that prophecy of them women's how it's gonna be in these times too. You feel me?
Ooh, okay, let's hit that. Oh, yo.
Deal with that.
Yeah, what you mean? Like wickedness in these times or what?
Man, we need to go read it, man. Man, my woman was just talking about it this morning. And she was talking about she was telling me something about she was just telling me how I guess it's a constant struggle between black men and black women in these days. I guess she was I can't think of what it was. Like, what was that? Passport Bros telling me about some brothers called Passport Bros, how they like, you know, basically just brothers is like they just done with black women and, you know.
And going overseas to
find other nations. Yeah.
Right. And then, you know, just talking about how, you know, women try to rule over men in these last days. And just like how you saying they put these women in a position of power so they can have that aspiration and, you know, forget about a man, you know,
right.
Our rulership, be independent and all these other things, you feel me? So it just had me thinking of that scripture. We can go read it though. We can go read it.
And that makes you think about that thing we did seen at the Olympics, and how they used the sister as a symbolism, walking up to that bull with that
Right.
little.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
I know it's all women for sure, but yeah, definitely, it's taking effect on our women too, man. And then they all look at our women as a big example, and that's crazy.
Mhm.
So we get the sisters of Zion to act up, and the other women, they gonna do it too, man.
They gonna
Right.
do it too.
They look up to them, yeah.
Right.
And it's
You
definitely
wanna
his
show
Yeah.
witness to everybody else in this world.
I grew up with some strong women in my life, and
Yeah.
they definitely held a lot of stuff together. And you look now, man. You seen that short I sent you out in the video in the chat?
Which one?
And this is what we gotta deal with, man, these days.
That little video, yeah.
And that's true, man. Hey, I'll be
Yeah,
looking like that too,
yeah.
man. I'll be like, you got the men who we don't even know what to say.
Right.
These women done succumbed. They different, boy.
They
Not feminine. They not feminine no more, man. They wild. You can't say nothing wrong to them. You can't say nothing that offend them. They start going crazy.
Right. Right.
And that's the real energy with these sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up, sisters, they wasn't playing that homosexual stuff like that and certain things like that. But you talk to these young sisters and you talk again, they want to hit you 1,000 questions. Well, why they can't be this? Why they get wicked, man?
Mhm.
You do it.
Wicked.
What y'all want to go read that?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
All right, let's go to that Isaiah 3 then.
They don't
Three.
understand righteousness, man. They understand wickedness, man. That's why I really know this, man, out here, man. And they'll defend that wickedness to the end, boy. I'll tell you.
Right.
They'll turn on you for that wickedness, for real.
Man, it's wicked, dude. About them, see them 5 cops down there, man?
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah, man.
Here we go again with that, and then they brothers this time.
I was gonna say they brothers this time. You know
Y'all
what I
seen
mean?
the video?
Nah, I ain't see the video.
Yeah, I seen the video.
I ain't see the video. I heard about it though.
They wrong. I'm gonna tell you like they wrong, man. He was cuffed. They pepper sprayed him while he was on the ground. And of course, man, while he already down, they pepper sprayed him in his face. So he got up and he,
Took off
freaking out,
running.
man. He got up and he ran and they tased him. They caught him, they handcuffed him, and they kicked him in the face. And one cop, while he was standing up handcuffed, just kept, knocking him in the face. Pow, pow, pow. Hit him, man.
I wanted to say something with that. I wonder if this goes with their little critical race theory stuff. You know what I mean? 'Cause I think they're trying to say tie in our struggle, everybody's struggle. That way we don't get reparations. Looking on the physical worldly sense. And man, I don't know. You think those police might be like Masons or something? Them motherfuckers be tied in with that
Possibility they might be.
stuff, man.
It's a possibility they might be, but
Yeah,
it just
they be
goes to
tied
show
in
how
with that
wicked.
Masonic stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they're gonna be looking like, well, look, it's not just white cops doing it, because you got the white cops
Oh,
at
you
the
know
same
that's gonna
time
happen.
taking the knee.
You
You
know
had the
that's
white
gonna
cops
happen.
at the same time taking the knee, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes I always ask the question, what can make a brother become a lawman? Like,
No.
Many reasons why, man.
Did you really get bullied like that in school? Like what? Like what is it? Like I
Every
don't understand.
every cop ain't bad though. You know what I mean? Some people want to actually do good.
I ain't never say bad though. I just said what makes a brother want to become a lawman.
Right.
I ain't say bad. I ain't saying nothing like that. It just made me think like as a brother, what made you want to say I want to be a cop? It just don't,
Just the
help
money.
people. I
like
don't
me,
know.
Just to take care of their family, if you ask me, man.
Yeah.
right? And that's a brother gave me that. The brother gave me that reasoning before, and I was like, but out of all the professions, though, you feel me?
Yeah, I got one of my
It's the
guys who's
benefit.
a cop now, man. We grew up in the hood together. He a cop now. I mean,
Right.
everybody got different agendas. They want to help people. They just want to be a cop. Some people want to be dirty and extort people. You know what I'm saying?
That
Some
too.
people just want to feel that power, that law, that power they hold on to. They're holding the
That's
badge
true.
and the gun, and a lot of different reasons. But
Yeah.
now that some brothers did it, they're gonna be looking like, yeah. So now we look at it as, like you said, y'all male, they could be Masons.
Masons, yep.
Just be Part
You
of the
got
blueprint,
sellouts.
man. It's
You got the
dirty.
sellouts, man. You got the sellouts. So I think them brothers either could be Masons. I think they was Masons, man, because the way it all lines up. You got these brothers doing that to somebody. Then you got the white cops taking the knee, and the fact that I feel like America, they got to switch up the game. They've been doing the same stuff every other year, killing niggas and go on the news. They say, yo, we got to switch it up because these niggas is waking up. They know niggas is getting smarter. So I feel like this is a move. I feel like this is a political move. And I was watching the news the other day, and I don't never watch the news, bro. But someone told me, look, I sent it to the chat where they was having a press conference, and the nigga kept pressing the lady, no matter how many times she dismissed it. But what about the shit? Whatever would happen to this dude in Memphis, and what about this? And they pushing it, and I'm like, yo, these niggas, they trying to do a George Floyd. They want a reaction.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Yeah,
hey,
they want a reaction. Yeah, for
hey, did he
sure.
die?
He died.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died
Yeah.
3 days later in the hospital.
Oh man.
Severe bleeding. So
Mhm.
ain't nothing doing to the son, man. And I grew up in the
And he
city.
probably could have been saved. They probably killed him in the hospital too, just for it to be an uprising. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But then at the same time, when I look at this, I think about that Baruch. What's that? 27. When they talk about the things that's gonna come up on the earth, when they say, and in the 8th part, a multitude of specters and attacks of the Shadim, attacks of the evil spirits.
Mm.
So I think, because that's what one of the things we got to look forth in these last days, people being attacked by demons. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Hey, and
I
another
look
thing
at
to look
that.
at too is that they charged those black cops immediately and locked them up.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and in that same Baruch, like you said, it make you think about, feel like it's in like Enoch or something to say that them same Nephilim gonna be evil spirits in these last days.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Right.
when I grew up in the city, man, I seen these detectives in the hood whooping on brothers, man, for no reason.
Right.
Whooping on brothers. No reason at all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those police
Yeah.
is wicked, man. Even our
Hey,
own
wicked.
people.
Yep.
They
It
put on
seems
that
like
bad.
our
Hey, you
people be the
can't,
more
hey, you
wicked.
can't, you can't say that because just like Alex said, not all police are bad, right?
Nah, but I definitely I
Oh.
definitely seen the Bernie Mac cops, bro. I definitely seen more than one Bernie Mac cop, man. Definitely a
Yeah.
whole lot of them out there, man.
Right,
I
right.
seen them whooping
You
on
know,
brothers for no reason.
Yeah, know what I hate
Hey.
Whoopi Goldberg's chief.
Yeah.
But listen,
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, I feel like they go so hard like that, though, man, because they be like, they try to tell you, oh, I know how to deal with them. Watch out. Or they want to get them points. That's
Yeah, they
all
want
it be,
them
man.
points.
You
Be
know,
cool
and then
with their white counterparts.
Right, and
yeah,
that's why they be the worst. Like you said, that's why they be the worst.
man.
That's why they always come in my head. I'm like, man, you must got bullied in school or something. And like, cause you come across a name, man. One time I got in a wreck. I got in a wreck and ended up going to jail. I'm like, what type of shit is that by a black cop? I'm like,
Right.
instead of coming to make sure I'm all right, and it's a whole wreck, nigga, you put me in handcuffs? Like,
Oh, wow.
Man.
what type of shit is that, man?
Yeah, they went, hey, it's
You
real
know how
good.
they do it?
Yeah,
Like, let's get him now.
yeah,
Man,
We're
you
just
ain't
gonna
shit.
assume it's his fault. We're just gonna
Yeah.
assume it.
Man.
You know, they come on the scene and they just assume that we the ones in the wrong all the time, though.
Yep.
You know, so that's just that that scripture that say the devil tricked the whole world.
Yeah.
See the
Yeah.
whole world, not
See
just
the
the
whole
Hebrews.
world, man. That's
Yeah,
fact,
the
man.
whole world.
That's a fact, bro.
Not
And one
just
more.
this group, that group, whole world.
Yeah, the whole world. And one more point, like even like brothers in the military, even now with the Black Lives Matter, I wonder how brothers like that feel. I know like a lot of them just do it for the bread, but I'd be like, damn, bro, like how does that really feel being a black man in the army and your country is you got your own people screaming out their lives matter, and you over here fighting
Man.
wars for these people.
Yeah,
Like,
fighting
man.
wars for these people. I fighting real life wars for these. That's why.
Real life
And
wars,
that
man.
bring up that made me think that same point that you thinking of. I had asked my mom, I was like, you think there's any people in the army in the truth? You know, I had to ask him.
Right.
It just don't seem like they go together. Just like
It don't go together. It don't.
You ever
It
seen
don't
a
go
movie,
together.
House
My
Smack?
nephew up in that dang thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, he was getting in trouble down here, and and his mama was in the military. Then she, wanted him in there. And my brother, he off some, he out, he was in the streets a lot, real hard. And so, he ain't want his son going through the thing. So he like, yeah, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because he was going that same path. So a lot of people do it to escape from these streets, but they going
true.
right back into some garbage, some
Yep.
brainwashing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
real indoctrination. Not that we
Mhm.
already getting indoctrinated to even consider doing it. You feel me? Now, when
Right.
you know what I'm saying, like you say, brainwashing, indoctrination, however they want it,
Right.
You ever seen that movie Hacksaw Ridge?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. I seen that one. But the dude ain't want to use no gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to fight on the Sabbath or nothing like that. And
Right. And that seemed like a rare occasion, right? Because this was in the time at the same time with you wasn't being recruited in. People voluntarily go to the army now. At that time, it was like, what was it called? You drafted in this thing, right?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah, the draft,
I think he wanted to join because his brother was,
I think if they try to do that draft now, a lot of people ain't going for
Hell no.
Nah.
They're gonna have to
That's-
do a draft.
it. Especially with this Russia stuff. They see all this stuff coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't fighting for this country. This country trying to kill us. They opening borders, telling them to
Yeah.
take away our trying to take away our guns, letting evil people out of jail.
Politicians are corrupt. Presidents are corrupt.
Politicians
Everything,
corrupt.
man.
Well, won't let the Haitians in, but let all the Ukrainians in.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
they mess with
Did the-
Trump because they found documents. Biden got documents. They found
Right.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
y'all
just,
joke,
man, crazy.
Your president don't know up from down.
Right. Don't know how to put his foot down when he riding the bike. Thinking
Hey,
the bike
Babylon.
got a three-wheeler on it, got training wheels on it. He think he got that on it. He just keep his feet up. Fall straight over.
Man,
Babylon falling, man. Babylon falling, man. It's
Man,
it's over for baby Babel, man.
it's over. It's over. They done cheated their way through everything.
Yes, they
Then
did.
and then that one lady, I think Arizona, that Carrie Lake, they found so much voter fraud over there, and she going to war with them over that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's like them Democrats, man, straight got Satan they head.
And they both do. Bro. Democrats and Republicans are evil, bro.
Yeah,
They
but
all
it seems
corrupt.
like it's more in the Democrats because they pushing that same sex, transgender, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It
Yeah.
seems like it's more so over there. And then you got a couple Republicans the same way. But yeah, like
They
you say,
both
it's
deceived.
two birds of the same, two wings of the same bird. You know what
You're
I'm
gonna get a
saying?
few people out on this side, you're gonna get a few good people out on that side. But at the same time, they both deceive and corrupt, bro.
Yeah,
No
they
problem.
both corrupt.
I think they use that balancing, you know what I mean? Trying to seem balanced, but to be deceitful, you know what I'm saying? That play that good
Right.
and evil thing. Yeah, I think that's what they do.
Mm.
But yeah.
Try to
But
keep
they both-
anything
but
to
they
keep the
both
people divided. Anything to keep
Right.
them divided.
Exactly.
And that's why it's only
Exactly.
two parties. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's only
Yep.
two of them. And they both ran by the same devil.
Mm-hmm. Wow, look at that. Two parties ran by, but you see that you think about light and dark. You know,
Right.
Satan he tried to mimic the Most High. So, but at the end of the day, always go back to that battle we read about. You know, either light or you're in darkness.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy how Satan tried to flip that. You know, you think about
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
For real.
Yeah, I'm ready to hit that thing. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that
Crazy, man.
Okay. Isaiah 11:3.
11 and 3.
That's where y'all
I
going?
mean, nah. You said we reading Isaiah, right?
Oh, y'all,
Chapter 3.
yeah, with the women's.
Yeah, is that what you?
It made me think about it.
3 and what? Or just reading 3? We gonna read it all, or what we gonna do?
Read it all.
Okay.
He ain't
3
got
and,
nothing.
I thought he said 11 and 3. 3 and 11.
Nah, we're just gonna read chapter 3.
Okay.
Huh?
It's 3, all right?
Okay.
All right. For look, the master Yahuwah of hosts is turning aside from Jerusalem and from Yehuda, the stock and the store, all the supply of bread and all the supply of water, the mighty man and the man of battle, the judge and the prophet, the diviner and the elder, the commander of 50, and the highly respected man, and the counselor, and the skilled craftsman, and the clever enchanter. And I shall make youth their heads. They're gonna make kids the head of them, and children shall rule over them.
Right.
And the people shall exert pressure, man on his neighbor. The young rise up against the older, and the highly esteemed against the highly esteemed. When a man takes hold of his brother in the house of his father by the garment and says, "Come, be a chief over us, and let this ruin be under your hand."
Yo, you know, I just want to say, because you know, when I used to read that, I used to think like, oh, your own kids and people in your own household, but I don't. It's not like that. 'Cause I remember when I was young, and I used to be, you know, retarded. You know, I'd go crazy myself. But when the older person approached me, you know, I gave him that respect of being an elder. But nowadays, if you talk to a youngin nowadays, man, you might end up shooting it out with that youngin because they so lost, man. They don't even have know how to have
Right.
these conversations. So it's not. I don't think it's technically your own kids trying to ruin you. I just think it's just talking about in the sense of this community, man. You know, just
Yes,
that
sir.
disconnect that we have as a people right now with the youth and the elders.
Yeah, and if we want to take it in the aspect of talking about this word, what verse 4 says, and I shall make use their heads, and children shall rule over them. When we think about children ruling over the heads or elders these days, we think about those who really speaking the truth, right? It's the youths trying to bring it to the elders or the heads. You know what I'm saying? The heads of the household that, you know, your grandmas and your mamas and them that been talking about, I've been in this Christianity. Well, what can you tell them?
Right.
And the aspect of not physically ruling over them, just, you know, that knowledge ruling, right? From the Most High, we giving them that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? This the majority of what you see is youth giving that knowledge, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you see a lot of the older ones are stuck in their ways, so they ain't accepting nothing else.
Right.
Okay. He shall swear in that day, saying, I am not a healer, for in my house is neither bread nor garment. Do not make me a chief of the people. For Jerusalem has stumbled, and Yehuda has fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against Yahuwah, to provoke the eyes of his esteem.
Right? Because of your tongue and your doing.
Right? The things we let come out of our mouth,
right,
and the things we do,
right,
against the Most High.
It's against the Most High. It's against the Most High. What's coming out your mouth, the Most High say, man, why you speaking like that? And your works, your doings, man, why you acting like that, right? All that is against me.
And a lot of the reason it's like that too is because it's been passed down. We like, you know, like you say, our parents teach us to sin. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, even with the food, we was giving bacon at a young age because they
Mhm.
didn't know. We get older, our pops tell us, man, go get you as many women as you can.
Right.
Yep.
You
Ain't
know.
none of your brother either.
hmm So it's we taught from young how to sin. Our parents were led astray.
And for future references, man, write this down, man, before I forget it, man. One day I want to deal with a topic, man, just a topic on David, man. And what I want
David?
the actual topic is David, a man of the what did it say? A man after the most high's heart, right?
Okay.
And then we just gonna deal with this David, and we're gonna dissect what this really means when it say a man after the most high's own heart. But we see that when we
Okay.
start dissecting David and we see some of his deeds, we gotta dissect the meaning of when he say a man after the most high's heart.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because his
David did some things, and
his doings, right? We reading about doings against the most high, right? Remember, David even, man, we'll deal with it that day though. Just write that down for future references, man. That should be a good one.
Okay. All right. They look on their faces, witness against them. The look on their faces, witness against them. And they declare their sin as Sodom.
Ooh.
They do not hide it.
They do not hide it, right?
Mm-mm.
They declare their sin as Sodom, right? What the Most High did to Sodom, right? But they walking in proudness. They declaring, they sin as Sodom, and we ain't hiding it, right?
I done bang that woman. I done shot that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I ain't hiding.
We jumped this dude. Yeah, we did that. That's
Right.
what they say.
Right. I'll brag about the song to you. I ain't
Nah,
hiding.
Yeah.
that's heavy.
They do
That's
that in
heavy,
Chicago, right? Don't they do that in Chicago a lot?
Yeah.
Up in the city?
man.
Making
real
songs
music.
about what they done did and end up
Right.
getting caught.
Right. That's not hiding.
Yeah.
That's not
What they
hiding.
say? Gang.
Yeah. I always thought that was crazy, man. Cause like I said, back in my days, I'm young still myself, but niggas ain't even take their phones with them when they went to do certain things, man. Let alone speak about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely crazy.
And like I said, the look on their faces witness against them. They got proud looks, and some of them so sad can't even look up to the Most High.
Man.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
real
either,
out here,
it's one of the two.
Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. For real.
And they do not hide it, man.
Do not hide it. Woe to their being, for they have brought evil upon themselves.
Them are facts, right? Woe to they beings, that's they spirits, man. Woe to they soul, woe to they spirit, man.
This is the App Store.
Say to they beings, man.
They being. For they have brought evil upon themselves. Say to the righteous, it is well. For they eat the fruit of their doing.
All praises. Say to the righteous, it is well. So
Mhm.
if we walk in righteousness, we're gonna receive the reward of what? Righteousness, right?
Right.
Well done, my
See.
friend.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
What up, bro?
Shabbat shalom, man.
What up, though?
How you feeling, man?
I'm good.
Yeah, Shabbat Shalom, Mark. Right.
What's up with you, bro?
Money Mob.
Where you at?
I'm on 11. Woe to the wrong. Woe to the wrong. Evil. For the reward of his hand is done to him.
Right, and we just read the same thing at 10, right? Say to the righteous, it is well. That's what you say to the righteous, right? It's all good, right? We say that. It's well. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to receive a righteous reward. But to the wrong, you're going to receive the reward of the wrong.
Right. Okay. My people, my people, youth, exert pressure on them, and women rule over them.
right?
Oh, my people, your leaders lead you astray and swallow the way of your path.
That's three different things. Youth exert pressure, women rule over us, and your leaders lead you astray.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay. It said your leaders lead you astray. That go right along with that Jeremiah 23, 1 and 2. And that Ezekiel 13 and 3, talking about the prophets mess you up. Pastor scattered the sheep in Jeremiah, the prophets mess you up in Ezekiel.
And them shepherds
Yahuwah,
too.
right. Yahuwah shall stand up to plead and is standing to judge the peoples. Yahuwah enters into judgment with the elders of his people and its heads. It is you who have eaten up the vineyard. The plunder of the poor is in your house.
That's that
So
doctrine.
he said, Yahuwah enters into judgment with the elders of his people and its heads. So the heads and the elders,
right?
Because they're the ones that's leading the people, and they're the ones the people are listening to.
And we the vineyard, right?
Huh?
I said Israel is the vineyard, right?
Right.
And again, how they lead us astray? That doctrine.
That doctrine. False doctrine. Right.
Doctrine.
What do you mean by crushing my people and grinding the faces of the poor? Declares the Master Yahuwah of hosts. And Yahuwah says, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with outstretched necks and seductive eyes, walking and mincing as they go, making a jingling with their feet.
Man, come on, man. That's 16 really well, we know. Yeah, because that's what we dealing with in these days. That whole verse, it say the daughters of Zion, right? So we talking about our we ain't talking about all women's, right? We talking about the daughters of Zion right now, right?
Right.
They are hardy, right? Hardy means to soar lofty, right? Arrogantly, walking superior, disdainfully, right? Showing contempt or lack of respect, right? That's disdainful. Showing contempt or lack of respect. They walk hardily, right? Outstretched face. Right.
Yeah, outstretched face.
Hey, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You gotta play that short after we read this. It's only 30 seconds, but it ain't got all that in it.
Right. Okay. Again, with the outstretched necks, I gotta see this, man. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Just on the block, man. When you need to be at the house or something, man. You trying to see something, right? Seductive eyes. We already know what that is, right? Our women ain't as innocent as what they used to be, right? Them seductive eyes, man, seducing everything that come their way, right?
Hey, and they got that song, out there. My bad, but they got that song. You meet a nigga and you dip on niggas. You know what I mean? They coming out with music like that, like they talking about smashing and trashing brothers, man.
Right, seductive eyes, right? Outstretched necks and seductive eyes. That's that right there. Go ahead, Big Eye. What you saying?
No, I was just gonna say, that's because they ain't got no wisdom. You know what I'm saying? The daughters of Zion with wisdom don't do all that stuff. Proverbs 15 and 21 say, a person, what it say about folly, when folly is joy to the wicked, and let me see, I think it's like folly, joy to the wicked, and
and while we talking about this too, and right now it's real deal out here because they're promoting Blueface and Krishan. I don't know if anybody know about that stuff, but they're promoting Blueface. This is a brother, Krishan a sister, and they domestic violence. You know, hitting on each other, beating on each other. And they even got a song, man. Look, we might have to play some videos on this one. We want to talk about this. They got a song out there that just came out that ain't nothing but casting spells, man. We can check it out real quick, and we see what we read, and we see what's going on. We got to check that out, man. In the midst of that statue being put up there, we got to check that out, man.
I say
I'm gonna send it to you in the chat.
okay. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walks uprightly.
And we're gonna have to deal with that word upright too, man. Because when you start dealing with that upright, you start seeing where the word Yisrael or Yashrael comes from, right? Yashar meaning upright, right? The Most High changed Jacob's name to Yashrael, meaning upright. L1. Yashra, the upright one, man.
Right.
That's why I like how it's written in the Sefer, Yashrael, because we go deal with that word Yashra. We read the book, Yashar, right? Upright.
Right.
Right. It's the same thing. Yashrael, upright one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That upright reading that word just had me thinking about that. My bad, man. But
It's all good.
and walking and menacing as they go, right? We go get that
Mhm.
menacing from the Hebrews. That H2952 means to trip coquettishly. Coquettishly means flirtatiously, right?
Mm.
Menacing means they walking menacing, right? Flirtatiously, right? In a flirtatious manner as they go.
Switching hard.
Right. Flirtatious manner as they go. Walking.
Tight pants and switching hard.
Right.
You
So
know?
at this, when you say tight pants, that means when you flirting with me now, you ain't even gotta say nothing and giggle at me and smile at me, right? You just flirt with me by putting on what you put on, right?
Right.
Right. Making a jiggling with their feet. You gotta see me. You just said that, right? What you put on, you gotta see me. The jiggling at your feet mean it's loud. I'm loud. I ain't covered up no more. You gotta see me, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I sent it to you. I sent it to you in the chat. But we gotta hit that short real quick too. After reading that, we gotta hit that short, man.
Let's read. Okay, let's read 17 and then look at them videos. Therefore, Yahuwah shall smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And Yahuwah shall expose their nakedness.
Right, because your hair is your adornment, right? That's why but he said he gonna put scabs on their head. Come on, man.
Dang.
Wearing wigs out here because they got scabs. They bald, right? They basically
Yeah.
bald.
Right.
That's right. Huh? That's true fact.
Right. And put all type of things in their head. You know what I'm saying? Just to please somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. These days, it ain't the scab. It's like they ain't got no edges these days, right? They edge up, go all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like that's them scabs. That's them scabs. You feel me? Like I said, not even a full head of hair these days. Go ahead.
They hard-headed, man. You try to tell them love yourself, stop putting that stuff in your hair, and they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear you. So now their hair can't grow. Their hair can't grow. You know what I mean? And they messed up, man. That's what I'm saying. They hard-headed, man.
Right, because they putting that stuff in their hair so they can walk with them seductive eyes. Right? I'm trying to seduce you. So I'm gonna put all this stuff in my hair, put these wigs on and all that to seduce you. Them seductive eyes, man.
Right. I was watching Watchmen and the Board this morning because they was talking about the wilderness, but they brought up something about I think a Korean lady or something was reading this scripture, about the black women hair, and then the boy was like, that's all we saying, that we them people. Thank you for confirming it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I heard that part, but I didn't know what she was talking
I gotta watch it. That's crazy.
Yeah, she was like, that confirmed it. Yeah. Okay, let's see what Yamil got for us.
First play that one short. Everything about them jiggling of their hips and their outstretched neck. I sent that to the group chat. And
To the
then what
group.
you think about? Yeah, that's in the group chat. That little short. You know, and, I mean that's
Yeah.
that's a prime example of the sisters, man. And then look at the brother. That's how I be feeling when I be amongst the sisters. Like, you know, it's real deal.
This it when your ghetto sister.
This is
Sissy Boo Bop, I seen you
Come
in
on, man.
like, oh
What's
my
up,
god,
sir?
and I let my Bissy Boo Bop out of jail? Girl, yes! Get
Outstretched
on the
neck.
appointment. Can you come with me, Bookie Bay Booty Butt? Yes, we out!
jingling with the hips.
Mhm.
Look, man, that's what you see. All our people all day. Hey, hey,
Arrogant.
hey.
Look at the brother. Look at the brother. That's how we need to
Like,
hold
what's wrong with y'all?
What is this?
Me and my sis got thick. A hat real thick. Dr. Miami thick.
Man, bro.
So can we not relate, brothers?
Man, same
It's supposed to
thing.
be a
That's
joke.
what they
It's
do
supposed
now.
to be a joke,
Yeah.
but can we not relate though?
Dang,
That's
that's
what
crazy.
they doing now.
Right.
And then you can start the video at 35 seconds. And that's real, brothers. You know, that's what brothers. Oh no, I said to your person. Yeah,
Yeah.
35 seconds.
Johnny
yeah.
on the mic.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
This is making me itch, but it's too many bitches, so fuck it, we lit. So many bitches, so fuck it, we lit. So many bitches, so fuck it, we lit. You will get slick for thinking you slick. Don't beat up the nigga, boy, beat up your bitch. Thought we was
What is
lacking,
it,
he
Al?
resting in piss.
Right there,
Came
Al,
with the
what he
crib, my
did,
bitch
yeah,
came
yeah,
with a
right
bitch.
there.
So many bitches, so fuck it, we
No, he
lit. So
said,
many
right?
bitches, so fuck it, we lit. So many bitches, so fuck it, we lit.
I
Right.
walk in this bitch lit.
Oh,
I walk in this bitch lit. I walk in this bitch lit. Cause I know I'm that bitch. I walk in this
My
They,
closet, we
I see
cooler
that
with
girl,
kick. If
she
it's
always
too many
fighting
niggas, it's
somebody.
making me
That shit
itch. But it's
is
too
wicked.
many bitches.
yeah. You said
He said, don't beat up a nigga, beat up your bitch. That's what he said,
Yeah.
man.
He did
Man,
say
that shit
that.
straight wicked.
Him
He
and that
did
girl
say
go
that.
with each other, man. But I always see that girl in drama on the videos fighting or something, man. Like, man, get out of here with this crap, man.
So you see what they promoting amongst our people? This is a
Yeah.
trick.
Hey, all the
This
time,
is
bro.
the spell right here, man.
He said, yeah, like you
Right.
said, that's
Sissy Boo
witchcraft.
Bop, I seen you in like, oh my god.
Witchcraft,
Hmm?
Like you said, that's a spell. That's witchcraft, man.
That's a
Right.
spell, man.
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy.
So this is what we talking about right here, man. This is what we talking
And
about, man.
they get it all for what? Because they want self gratification. They want this money, man. They want all that self gratification, man.
Yeah, and our people do this all day. So imagine we already deal with this in the community. Now this is gonna go up 10 times, man. You know, we just had
Yeah.
a bad year last year of brothers constantly killing their freaking wives and their
Yeah.
baby mothers, man. And baby mothers killing their baby fathers. And y'all come out with this?
Man, edge it on even more.
Right.
You know, disgusting, man.
Put it in their head with a song. That's what they do, right?
Right. Like you say, sorcery, witchcraft, all that in the song, man.
Yep.
Yeah. And then while they sitting there idle, they gonna think on that evilness and then
Right.
commit it.
That's in your head. That's in your head, right? When you're
Mhm.
thinking about something consistently, right? You ain't thinking righteous.
Yeah.
You're thinking about don't beat on a nigga, beat on your chick, right?
But
Right.
they don't think about
Yeah.
the words they be saying. Though. None of these words don't make no sense and no positiveness or nothing that they speak, man, at all. All this music that's out these days.
Right. I
Mhm.
can't even see how they doing that. That sound like straight sucker music, right?
Man, it is straight sucking.
You couldn't say that back in the day. Like, don't beat, man. Somebody brother will come beat you up for saying that, right?
All of them
Right.
druggies, man. They all druggies, man.
And sisters out there calling each other, calling themselves a B in a hole. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
She
Yes,
just said
sir.
that song, guys.
I'm a bad B.
Right. Right.
And then that don't do nothing but make our kids, if they listen to that type of stuff, grow up and say the same thing.
Same thing. Right? The same thing.
Put it on TV and let them have at it to see how they gonna be in like 5-10 years from now.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with the gay agenda, you know. They promoted that gay stuff out there for a minute. Couple years later, now they doing transformers.
Hey man, leave Transformers alone, man. Ain't rocking no rainbow, bro.
Hey, hold on. Hey, keep going. Okay, then just stop at the Transformers, man. You
Hey,
know,
y'all
now
start
you-
getting on Transformers, man. I can't go have no YouTube page no more.
Wait, look, now, wait, hold on. Now you can be what you want to be, man. You know, now ain't no such thing as nothing. Ain't no more boys,
Man,
ain't no more girls. We got gender X. Everybody confused.
Hey, they-
man, everybody confused.
Hey, when we was growing up, they used to tell you be all that you can be, right? Now,
Yeah.
now it's be all that you want to be, right?
Y'all that you can be, not be what you want to be.
Be what you want to be, right? We talking
And
about
you'll see on around the Pride Parade time, they'll start putting out that box of cereal on the shelves again with everybody on there. Tony the Tiger, Lucky Charm, they all hanging out on the same box, bro, in the purple rainbow.
Man,
oh, man. That's crazy.
you know,
The
Yeah, it
rainbow.
is.
lawlessness, man. You know,
Yeah,
lawlessness.
that's what exactly it is, lawlessness. It's pretty sad though, man.
What's that saying that Aleister Crowley do without Wilt? That shirt Jay-Z had on? According
Man,
that to our brothers, you know what I'm saying?
man.
Do what you want to do.
See, it goes back to a lot of this stuff stems back to just, man, it's just wickedness, man. Freemasonry and
You know, it's right back to Satan. How he, you know, reading that book of Melchizedek, man, opened our eyes up to a lot of that stuff that
Oh,
Satan
yes, sir.
was doing.
Man,
A lot of it, man. It's crazy.
crazy, man.
hey, what Paul had already wrote this letter to his son Timothy though, these last days, all this wickedness with kids and everything, man.
Should check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, we can read that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
2 Timothy.
You got that picture on the screen. I don't know. Yeah.
Y'all see it? Let's see.
Yeah, it was good. They just had the picture on there blocking the words.
Oh, okay. Put it back up. I had to take my dog out. Shit. Okay. 18. And that day, Yahuwah takes away the finery of the anklets and the headbands and the crescents, the pendants, the bracelets, and the veils, the head dresses, and the leg ornaments, and the sashes, and the perfume bottles, and the amulets, the rings, and the nose jewels, the costly robes, and the cloaks, and the shawls, and the purse, the mirrors, and the fine linen, and the turbans, and the large veils.
Y'all ain't shining no more.
There's now, man.
And it shall be, instead of sweet fragrance, a smell of decay. And instead of a belt, a rope.
Rope?
Ooh, that's
Rope?
crazy.
Smell of the cake.
Damn.
You ain't no belt, you got a rope tied around. You
And
just
you think about in modern times in slavery, right? That's what they get
right,
their pants up, right? A rope.
right, a rope. Man, I don't wear these shoes no more. Get that shoestring off of there. Let me tie these up. You know? And instead of well set hair, baldness.
Come on.
Instead
That's
of
men and women's, right?
and instead of a festival robe, a girding of sackcloth, and branding instead of loveliness.
And branding. When I think of branding, that's what they did to you. Like they treated you like cattle, right? It's my slave. Brand your ass, right?
Right, right. Man, Brandon with the stain of many men. One of them scriptures say the women of Zion is in the field like the end or something crazy it said. I forgot where it was at too. Your men shall fall by the sword, and your strength in the battle. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she deserted shall sit on the ground. She's gonna be deserted. Okay, was that 2 Timothy?
Yeah. Is it 2 Timothy or 1 Timothy?
Yeah, man. You know, it's real deal out here, man.
Yeah.
It's real deal out here.
Second Timothy 3.
2 Timothy, okay.
Go ahead, start here, man.
Yep, 2 Timothy 3.
Want to hit it out?
Yeah, I can hit it.
Okay.
2 Timothy 3. But know this, that in the last days, hard times shall come. For men shall be lovers of self, lovers of silver, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, thankless, wrongdoers, unloving, unforgiving, slanders, without self-control, fierce haters of good, betrayers, reckless, puffed up, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of Elohim.
Man, we can see all this today, man.
Exactly what we said.
Mhm.
Videos,
All this today.
just watch everything.
Every single
Everything.
Pretty sad, man.
that thing say haters of good.
Right.
Haters are good.
Come
You know,
on.
you were lame. You
But-
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
but man,
In the,
betrayal
last,
is reckless,
in the
man.
last days, knowledge shall increase. They say they're gonna be puffed up. Paul and one
Mhm.
says knowledge puffs up, right? Puffed up, man, by his own knowledge, right?
Yeah. Man,
Love is a pleasure, right? People take pleasure in money, sex, a lot of things, right? Love
Yep.
is a
That's
pleasure.
right.
rather
drugs,
than love to the
alcohol.
Most High Yah, right?
Yep, and their haters are good and they're betrayers and they are reckless, man. And that's what I be saying every day. They reckless, dude. They don't
Mhm.
care.
Mhm.
Nothing.
Hey, blasphemers, right? Come on, man.
Mhm.
Oh, we see all this today.
We see all of this, man.
Say, know this, in the last days, hard times shall come, right? These the last days we're talking about.
Yep.
Right.
Bullshit.
Yeah, well, you say we can read it now in these days.
Right.
These days.
Yeah. These days. Is having a form of reverence. Well, I'm sorry, reverence, but denying its power.
Mhm.
Turn away from these. For among them are those who creep into households and captive silly women loaded down with sins, led away by various lusts.
Silly
Mhm.
women, loaded down with
For
sin.
among them are those who creep into households and captivate silly women,
And that's talking about the
loaded
pastor
down
man
with
too,
sin.
right? That's talking about the pastor man too, because he got a form
Right.
of reverence, but denying his power. So pastor man ain't dumb up there when he act dumb. He got a
Of course.
form of reverence. He know what's really going on, but he like, nah, I'm gonna captivate these silly women loaded with sin and get that money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Marv. You still there, Marv?
Yeah.
When we just talking about that, how they use
Oh,
the
yeah.
word, our pastors use the word to
Yeah.
get women and stuff too, like you just
Yeah.
said, Dad. Yep.
Oh.
Look, led away by various lusts.
Mhm.
Various lusts. Make you think. Various lusts, man.
Right. A whole
One
bunch of
lust for
different stuff.
sex. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you know, various lusts. Let's say
Yeah.
led away by various lusts.
Right. So that means, and it's multiple because when we said let it, they captivate these serious women. Some of them just want to. Of course, they're gonna get their money, but they might want to sleep with these women too, right? Various lusts, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever is what you get down
Yep.
with. You know what I'm
I'm,
saying?
I'm lusting after
Mhm.
this alcohol, and I'm finna lust after her. But man, we gotta
That's
go get
true,
this
man.
money. We lusting
That's
after this
true,
money,
bro.
man.
Right. And
Various lusts.
when I first had read this scripture, man, it was, coming to this truth, man. I had instantly thought about the brothers on the corner, right? When it say have a form of reverence, but that dying is power. Because they read the scripture enough. But when you start telling people they can't get saved and start reading half the scripture and stuff, I'm like, man, you denying this power, man. You denying the power.
Yeah, check it out, Shaq. Number 7.
You say what?
Yeah, you just hit that on the head. Look at number 7. Always learning and never able to come to knowledge of the truth.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Always learning, but never coming to this truth, man. It's like, I'm in this truth now. You awoke and knew that you was Israel, and then now you captivate these silly women, and then, by your various lusts, again, when we think about lust, some people got a lust, like I said, when I was first dealing with a brother, I was like, I mean, you say that you teach it, but every time you go out there, you go bring a camera out there and cause discords. And it look like you lusting at that. That's what you like. You enjoy that attention, man. You feel me? I don't look like I'm trying to save people. It look like you lusting at the attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sad, man.
Yeah.
Hit 8. And as Johan and Mamre oppose Moshe, so do these also oppose the truth. Men of corrupt minds, found worthless concerning the belief. But they shall not go on further, for their folly shall be obvious to all, as also that of those men became. But did you closely follow the teaching, the way of life, the purpose, the belief, the patience, the love, the endurance, the persecutions, the sufferings, which came to me at Antioch and Iconium and at Lystra, what persecutions I bore. Yet out of them all the master delivered me. And indeed, all those wishing to live reverently in Messiah shall be persecuted. Look at that word, reverently.
That 12 again.
And indeed, all those wishing to live reverently in the Messiah, Yeshua, shall be persecuted.
Especially in these last days. Especially.
We got what is reverent?
Nobody want to hear about.
So that means we ain't getting raptured then.
Nah, we ain't getting raptured.
Oh, okay. I thought we was gonna get raptured before this persecution that what we just read.
Right.
No, everybody in heaven, remember? So we ain't getting raptured. Everybody in heaven.
Okay. Because it said indeed, right? All those wishing to live reverently, right? In high reverence, right? And high respect towards Mashiach, Yahusha, shall be persecuted. Come on, man. Come on. That's for our mentals, man. Say loud, man. You shall be persecuted, man. Right? If you're gonna live in high regards to Mashiach, you will be persecuted. We just read, right?
Yep.
Paul said, I've been stoned and everything. I think about Paul stoning because he was with Barnabas at the time. Sometimes I think, I was like, why they ain't stone Barnabas too? You feel me? Anyway, that's stone, right? You're gonna go through persecution, right?
Verse 13 too. Let you know something too.
Says, but evil man and impostor shall go on to the worst, leading astray and being led astray. To go on to the worst. That means it's getting worse and worse.
Worse and worse, and they leading people worse.
And them going on to the worst is going to the lake of fire. We're gonna get persecuted, but they going to the lake. That's the worst, right? Our persecution ain't compared to going to the lake, right? They go on to the worst because they lead people astray. You got big whole 1,000 church assemblies, right? 1,000 people in your congregation, and you lead 1,000 astray. Man, you're going to the lake of fire. What they
Right.
used to say, what gasoline draws, what they used to say in the back in the day, right?
Yeah. Gasoline. You going to hell with gasoline draws on.
Man.
Okay. But you stay in what you have learned and trusted, having known from whom you have learned.
Praise Yah. Praise Yah. Who
Yah.
you have learned? Who you learned what you got it from? Did you get this from man? Or did you get this from that set apart spirit that I endowed in you? Praise Yah, right?
Mhm.
Oh,
You
but-
choose, yep, you choose to read this, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And from that, and that from a babe, you have known the set apart scriptures, like you said. And from that, from a babe, you have known the set apart scriptures,
Mhm.
which are able to make you wise for deliverance through belief in Messiah, Yeshua.
And we talking about the last days
Yeah.
here.
Right,
Yeah.
While knowledge is being increased.
right.
And to say, which are able to make you wise for deliverance
Right.
through the belief. We need deliverance. You know what I'm saying?
And where that belief of deliverance come from?
Messiah.
That belief of deliverance, right?
Man, so with that being said, all scripture is breaded out by Elohim and profitable for teaching, for
Mhm.
reproof,
Praise Yah.
for
Right.
setting straight, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of Elohim might be fitted, equipped for every good work.
For every work or every good work.
Every good work.
Every
work.
good word.
Praise.
Come on, man. Hey, brother, let's not pray.
Man. Say
Man.
four.
Yeah,
You don't hit
that
four,
was
you will
good.
somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, both of them letters to Timothy, his son, was pretty good, man. And that's
Hey,
what
well,
we
then,
pretty
we
much
jump
see in
to
these last days.
Jump to that, or y'all gonna read all the way through with that 4 too.
We get hit four. Y'all want to?
Yeah, I don't mind. We just getting started.
Okay. All right, 4. In the sight of Elohim and the Master Yahshua Messiah, who shall judge the living and the dead at his appearance and his reign, I earnestly charge you. Again, so everybody being raptured off, right? So he said, who shall judge the living and the dead at his appearance, at his appearance
Mhm.
and his reign. So that ain't happened yet.
Mhm.
I earnestly charge you, proclaim the word, be urgent, in season, out of season, convict, warn, appeal. It says warn, appeal with all patience and teaching.
So you gotta be urgent and season. So when it's Christmas time, tell them that, man, that Christmas tree paid. And it's Easter time, tell them, nah, man, we celebrate Passover. And it's Halloween, tell them, nah, that's wicked. You know what I'm saying? You just tell them, you know, be instant, in season and out of season.
Yeah. You know,
And
reading this part right there, yeah, and you saying that, it kind of, you know, it makes sense, right? You know, like during those seasons or whatever other time, you urgently telling those people, but at
Right.
the same time, it says with patience, with all patience and teaching.
Right, but you convicting them, right? You gonna convict their conscience, right? So you
Yeah.
let them know that
Right.
they gonna feel that conviction. They might take it for feelings, like, oh man, yeah, you know, they be like, you know, I'm just in my feelings right now, and that's that conviction, right? Right. So
Yeah.
you convicting them, warning them, warning you, man, it's gonna cause you to go to the lake of fire, right? Flee from Satan, man, right? Warn and appeal, right? Please, man, because I love you. That's appealing to them. I'm telling you this because I love you, right?
And
With
when
all
they don't want to hear it, how
Right.
we teaching them? We teaching them by leading by example too, right?
Mhm. Yes, sir.
Right.
Mhm.
That with all patience and teaching. So when they ask you, why shouldn't I? You know, you pull up and show them, pull up on Google and show them this where Christmas come from. You know, that's
Right.
why, you know, the Most High don't want you to do it. Look what Jeremiah 10 say. You know what I'm saying? This what Easter talking about. You know what I'm saying? What an egg and
Bunny.
an egg got to do with a bunny? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Right,
Let
but
them
you
make
have to be patient with that because
Mm-hmm.
Say be patient, that means it's gonna be backlash. That don't mean that. I do this because I believe in Christ, right?
Right.
You have to be patient when they come with that rhetoric, right?
Mm-hmm. Or else you're gonna get mad and just say, forget it. I ain't telling you nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
And,
because
you know, you ain't being patient.
yeah, I just say okay. You know, I say, all right, no doubt. You know, I'll leave it go on, and you know now. So
as soon as
Mm-hmm.
I put out them those videos, man, then I don't even hear from people no more sometimes.
Right. And then
Be
you
like
just,
that, man.
and then that's when you got to dust the dirt off your feet and keep it
Be
moving.
patient. Be
Right.
patient.
Messiah
know?
told you to do that, and we seen Paul and Barnabas do the same thing. When
Mhm.
when the Yehudim ain't want to listen, right? They was like, okay,
Mhm.
Well,
we just stop
We're gonna
our
take
feet,
this
man.
to the
Now we go to the
Gentiles.
nations.
well, they don't want to
Yeah.
hear that. When you go to 3, this is what they want to hear.
That's
So,
good.
for there shall be a time when they should not bear sound teaching,
Right?
but
Mm.
according to their own desires,
Going
they
to they
shall
what?
heap up their own desires.
Mhm.
They shall heap up for themselves teachers tickling the ear.
Hey,
Man.
I can. When I read this verse, I clearly think about my wife, mama, man. Straight up,
Mm.
she said it out her own mouth. Well, I mean, cause I just like going to Sunday church. Cause we
Mm.
stop showing her that Sunday is not the Sabbath. Pulled it out for her. And then
Mhm.
she went according to her own desires. Well, I just like doing this, so I'm gonna do what I like to do. And like we just showed you this shit was wicked, and you said because you like to do it, right? That's your own desire, right?
You
You're
got
gonna
a
go
lot
hear
to hate
pastor,
today.
man, that's gonna tickle your ear. He ain't telling you nothing. You tickling that ear, right?
Tickling the ear. Yep.
That's those smooth things, right?
Yep.
Right.
Smooth
John
operator.
3:16.
Mm-hmm. John
Smooth.
3, the
That's
whole
smooth
word.
right there.
Right. That's smooth right there.
And John Boy got a song called Smooth Operator.
Bro, I heard that. I think y'all sent that one in the chat.
I probably sung like 6 or 7 of those songs over and over again, man.
I'm trying to dig them. I don't.
Decent on some of them. Lyrically, he get down. Some of them, he nice.
Yeah, I know that song. I like
that
that one.
Earl boy y'all been sending. That's straight D-Town right there.
What's that?
I think he from D-Town.
Who?
That Earl y'all been sending.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, that be banging.
He
Yeah,
sound
I
like he
listened to
from
that
the D.
Savage song he got too. Yeah.
Yeah, he sound like he from the D too. You know, he sound like Earl Spence.
Mm.
Yeah, nice.
Spence. And that fast song you sent too, though, man. That song, dang, boy.
Oh, yeah, I got that in my praise y'all playlist.
Oh, yeah.
Which one is that?
Dude, the fast.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. By Humble. I know you're talking about.
Nah, this was some other.
No,
Yeah, I
I'm
like
Yeah,
thinking
that.
Humble.
not Humble for y'all. What they call themselves?
Was that Obadiah?
I went off of that one that you sent. Oh, and I just went off of that.
On your
Yeah,
SoundCloud.
Clicked on
Yeah.
today.
Mm-hmm.
They got a whole bunch of nice songs.
They do. Yeah, I was bumping
Laid
that.
back,
Man.
some laid back songs on there.
Yeah, I think we all got them songs we just stuck on to be in our head. Like, man, I just love this song, man.
Oh yeah, I send that thing, man. Especially
It's
when the
that-
spirit.
Hallelujah. Doom, 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 doom.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that song
Sounds
get
of
you going,
Sinai.
boy.
Sounds of Sinai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanna
Let's
sing.
sing hallelujah.
Man, I love the
I
song.
like that other Glory. Glory to his
Yeah.
name.
Glorify your name.
Glorify your name. Yeah.
Glory.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, boy.
So wonderful. Oh.
It's kind of remind me of what we reading was kind of remind me of what we was reading earlier a little bit, Adam.
In Isaiah, I thought it was similar to that.
Yeah. Kind of remind you of it.
It was Isaiah 28.
Magnificent. I just want
got you.
to thank you.
I'm gonna hit this 4. Finish this 4.
Praise ya. Oh, praise the
That's what you gonna be
name
listening to
of
all night now.
our name.
Got control so nobody view them, right?
Got up there and rub that oak. Now you feeling yourself, man, like the Apollo, dude. All right, man. Number 4. And they shall indeed turn their ears away from the truth and be turned aside to myths.
Come on, man.
Mm.
Damn.
The rapture is a myth, ain't it?
Mm. Mm.
These pagan days are myths.
And,
It's all done
it's
away
all,
with.
and
It's
it's
a
all a
myth.
myth.
Yep.
And
Turn their ears
then
away from the truth.
take you back and think, because the history that they come from the Greeks is called Greek mythology.
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 Ooh, bring it up. Bring it up.
Yeah, Santa
what they
Claus,
do.
Easter Bunny is a myth.
Yeah,
Right.
all of it is
Excuse
all
my
of
man.
it is myth.
Right.
Zeus,
So they tell
Diana,
they
the
tell-
goddess, all
Right.
of that is myth.
right. I tell you, Zeus is Greek mythology, meaning it's
Yeah.
fake. And you still deal with it.
So
Come on.
look at the temple of Diana. They had a temple for nothing but idolism and statues and everything. Temple of Diana.
People
Mythology.
going way off with them statues, boy. They just keep
Mhm.
building them too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the one you just sent last night.
Your phoniness, right?
Man, what you sent last night with the Zoroaster.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it said in that thing, in that chat that they sent.
Yeah,
It says
Like,
Zoroaster
move
and
over.
Moses.
that's another
Move over.
yeah, that's another made up. What I say is Iranian prophet god they made up.
Zoroaster was supposed to have been the dude that he made the prophet of the that the 3 kings. Well, they call it the wise man, the prophet
Yeah.
that the wise man followed. It was over the prophecy of Zoroaster.
And don't you feel like, do y'all feel like when you be hearing this stuff like that, they be trying to write they way into the book of the Bible and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do.
Right.
I don't know what they be doing, man. They
I'm
wicked.
gonna be this prophet like Muhammad. I'm gonna write my way in this Bible. But you know it's a myth. It's false.
Right. It's false. Right.
But like I was telling Adam, that Zoroaster name is in the Owaspy Bible. His name is all in that Bible.
Zoroaster.
What Bible you said that's
It's called the Bible of Owaspy.
okay. We're gonna have to look into that. I ain't heard of that one.
Yeah.
I got a question for y'all too after we read this.
Go ahead. What's the question?
Okay. Nah, hey man, so I know y'all be saying there's 7 heavens, and I've only heard and kind of seen 3 so far from what I read in the book, like how it explains in Genesis, like the 3rd heaven, like 3 heavens. And I be hearing y'all saying 7. I'm trying to see where y'all get that at.
That's
Ascension
Enoch,
of
right?
Isaiah.
Oh, okay.
Now I've seen in book of what does it say, the Abraham not the Testament, but the Revelation of Abraham, it said 8 heavens.
Damn.
So,
And you gotta think, like, just up in the air is
Mhm.
like the first heaven. So, I don't know how high it go, or what.
Well, wouldn't the earth be considered the first heaven? Or probably the firmament above the earth in the air. The first
Yeah,
heaven.
I would think that.
I heard the earth was the first heaven, but I think I heard that from like Brother Boo, you feel me? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when you start thinking heaven, then you start thinking of more like celestial, like sky, like right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I think about. Yeah.
Firmament.
So that's why I ain't got no like, oh, you just so wrong, but I just can't say like, oh, earth is the first heaven, you feel me?
Yeah. It just
Right.
made me think, man. I just made me think, like, man, can you just imagine if all these different heavens, man, like what's going on up there? Who's on this level? What's on? It's just
Hey, read that Ascension
Read
of
that Ascension of
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Yeah, we should read the Ascension of Isaiah. We can, especially when Isaiah was climbing the levels of the heavens, right? It start getting more set apart the higher you go. That's what it's
Right. That's what it
Was
it-
sounded like too. Yeah.
was it up in there? Did it say the 8th heaven up in there?
Nah, I ain't seen no 8.
Seven.
I seen the 7th in there.
I seen it in one of them books. It's either that one or it was
I think you was right when you said that That revelation of Abraham.
Okay.
I think that revelation of Abraham is the same thing as the apocalypse of Abraham, I believe.
Yeah.
I feel like I read like
I
the
ain't read
introduction.
all of that though. I
Yeah, I think
I
I just
read
read
it. I ain't read it all.
Yeah, I just read the introductory of it in that 54th book, right?
Yeah.
I think it do start off like in the 8th, what Lamar was just saying, right? So I think he was right on that one for sure.
Make you think though, man. I might have you going.
I remember I used to think it was really planets until I read that
Book of Melchizedek.
yeah, the history of the universe. I used to be like, man, ain't no dang on Jupiter and all that stuff that they talking about. You know.
But again, it's not original though, right? So you start
think
seeing like
right.
they didn't get it. They didn't, you know, like they ain't see this. They go to our books, right? And that's where they get that. Go to our books, we write it in a version, right? And so just imagine before when it was written in our version, what it was called before it was called Jupiter, what they named it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I know they lying about the 2 million years for the dinosaurs, because how you finding bones like barely under the surface? You know what I'm saying? That's probably only like thousands of years old, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't believe it's millions of years old, like they say.
It makes you wonder how they
say
can
thousands. I say thousands at the most, but not millions. I say 1,000. The man was created today, right?
Because all the animals would have been destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. Moses put them animals on that ark and saved the one animals that all the Nephilims had sex with, because they had sex with like 200 different species of every kind, and that's what it said in the Book of the Giants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just seen this video of all these old fossils that they found, man, and these animals resemble all these like animals that's today. You know what I'm saying? Like cows
and like bigger too, right?
Yeah, bigger. You seen that video?
Petrified giants. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the petrified giants. I didn't see that one. I remember seeing that a long time ago, but this is something different. I just seen it just recently, just today. And it was like they was finding all these fossils and stuff. But anyway, it kind of showed like the animal that they resembled, and then it kind of made sense. Like when Moses took them on that ark, he and the most high destroyed the rest of them animals. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them monstrosities. That's what they was called. Monstrosities, monsters, basically. You know what I'm saying? He destroyed them with that flood. You know what I'm saying? Destroyed them with that flood. They trying to suppress all that evidence. You know, trying to be like, oh, it was an ice age and this and that. Because remember, just think about it. The animals was there in Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? They was there in the Garden of Eden.
Because he named them all, of course.
And if it was a giant ice age, them all would have been killed off too. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been no what's the names for Noah to put on that ark. It wouldn't have been no animals at that time.
I guess that's why we always call it scientific, man. They always think it's just a theory to them. Or theory, they call it. They don't know.
Hypothesis, an educated guess, right?
Yeah. Yep. Everybody lean towards them and believe that. Because we all got here because of Big Bang Theory, y'all. We just particles and atoms.
Yes, they say.
Right. Then we know the first man was Adam. They call it Atom.
No, I thought we was an ape. I thought we was an ape or caveman, bro. We
like
evolved
you say,
from
you
apes.
come from particles and atoms, right? So
it's just interesting, though. Yes.
They don't call it atom; they call it atom. Right?
Yeah, atoms. Are we at 5, y'all?
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing, but them scientists know what's up, man. 'Cause I know a brother that was a scientist, and he said that they had this one theory called saying that there's something. I forgot what he told me exactly, but he said that scientists know that there's a supernatural being. They said that the only way any life could have had came was some supernatural being. So they know what's up.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Of course. They know what's up, man.
Hey, Reed, hey, which one we was on?
We on
Timothy
5.
5.
I'm gonna read that 4 again. I'm gonna jump to that Jeremiah 7, man.
Okay.
Verse 4 say, and they shall indeed turn their ears away from the truth, and be turned aside to myths.
Mhm.
Jeremiah 7, verse 8 say, see, you are trusting in false words which do not profit, right? Myths, false words which do not profit, stealing, murdering, and committing adultery, and swearing falsely, and burning incense to Baal, and walking after other mighty ones you have not known. And you came and stood before me in this house, which is called by my name, and said, we have been delivered in order to do all these abominations, right? That sounds like it's been nailed to the cross. We have been delivered in order to do all these abominations so I can eat this pork, right? You know what I'm saying? In these days, you go to the Christian church and you say, oh, this is the house of Jesus, right? In my name, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got the gay man sitting right on the front row, right? To do all these abominations, right? You say, I have been delivered. It has been nailed to the cross. Now let me get real abominable out here, right? Has this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes? Look, even I myself have seen it, declares Yahweh, right? So the Most High see all this, man. Go ahead.
That's my go-to scripture now. When I tell Christians to keep the law, I'm going right there.
Jeremiah 7:10.
Jeremiah 7:10.
Yes,
Jeremiah 7:10. Yes, sir.
Right.
Okay.
We have been delivered in order to do all these abominations, right? Okay.
You can eat that pork. Yeah. All right, number 5. But you sober in all matters, suffer hardships, do the work of an evangelist, accomplish your service completely. For I am already pouring out, and the time of my departure has arrived. And I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have guarded the belief. For the rest, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the master, the righteous judge, shall give to me on that day.
Wait, that day? That means when I die, I ain't gonna go to heaven?
Oh.
He said that day.
Right. He gonna give me that crown of righteousness on that day. Oh.
Yep. Which the master, the righteous judge, shall give to me on that day. And not to me only, but to all those loving his appearing. To all. To all.
Oh, okay.
All.
And he say Israelites only right there.
I don't say you heat them only Israelites. No,
it says to all.
You think that's a mistranslation?
Nope, to all, brother, to all.
Okay. So them brothers out there teaching that only Israel,
man,
is that false doctrine?
No, to all.
Read in 3. We read in 3, right?
Oh. Man.
They got a form of reverence, but denying is power, man.
Denying is power.
Wow.
Knowing they done read this and they still teach that.
Yeah. Right. That's denying is power, right?
Man. And then it's like they turn their ears from the truth, just like we read of it up earlier too.
Yeah.
Turn their ears unto fables. You come in this walk, you be like, man, I got the truth. Did the brother teach you what them Gentiles can't be saved, and the Most High divided his children when he took them into slavery. He divided the children of Jacob to go to
Mm,
certain lands. And,
I ain't heard that one. Not.
mm.
I mean, just that's the 12 tribe chart.
Oh, okay.
When they show their chart.
Only Judah in America. You know,
Hey.
Issachar here. You know, they
Yeah.
like they said, wait, you got Judah on there. Bring it. He's supposed to stay here in America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hey,
He got
3 and
them.
7.
He got them sounding like Shag. Wait. He's not supposed to be on that ship. That's Ephraim on there.
3 and 7. Then you always learn the knowledge, and they were able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Right. Right. The knowledge of the truth, right? I always learn because knowledge puffs up, like Paul say, right? Right.
Oh.
So always learning, always learning, getting some knowledge, but never coming to this knowledge of the truth, though. And let's jump back to this 1 Timothy then, since y'all read that.
You want to go 1 Timothy?
Yeah, that 1 Tim.
All right, we'll go to 1. That's a good one too. Both them
We gonna
Timothy's
keep it
good.
going, or we just gonna stop there? That good?
Yeah, that's good right there. That's good.
Are we going to 1 Timothy now?
Yes, sir. Let's jump back a couple.
Is this a lesson y'all doing, or y'all just putting stuff together?
We just
Just
going.
read now. Just read now.
Okay.
We just going through.
That what's the name kind of go with this though? That Isaiah, man, they kind of go with this.
Nah, that's
Seems like
good.
they go right with
What's
it.
that?
Nah, that's
What's that? I'll pull it up too. We can pull it up
I'll wait
next.
till after
so-
Shad get done with this. After this, we'll pull it up.
Oh no, I wasn't
Okay.
rushing to go nowhere. I wasn't, I was just jumping back just to keep us in the flow,
Yeah, this
Okay.
1 Timothy good too. All of this is good, dude.
You want to go to Isaiah real quick, Mark?
Colossians
That was Isaiah 28.
28.
Isaiah 28. There's more at the bottom, but we need to read.
We just start when he changed his thought pattern. He said 28. You said like around where at? Like,
Just 28 in the beginning. 'Cause,
okay.
Yeah.
When y'all talking about something like people like preachers and stuff being smooth with their words and like
Yeah.
lying on lies and stuff like that, relying on lies.
Okay.
Let's go with that. And you know the passage too. Once you get to it, you gonna know it.
Yeah, kind
All
of do.
y'all is.
Kind of do.
Yeah.
This is
And say
cry ye out and cry. They are drunk, but not with wine. You want
yeah.
to read it out?
Later
Go
on.
ahead, Al.
We're gonna skip past that part though, but we're gonna hold on. We're gonna read it. Hold on. Say go back to the beginning of it. Go back to the beginning though. Okay, yeah. Woe to the proud crown of the drunkards of Ephraim, and to the fading flower of his splendid comeliness that is on the head of the fertile valley, to those who are overcome with wine. And in the other passage, the one Adam got, it say Fat Valley. It say Fat Valley.
I think.
And that wine, of course,
in the real hip, right? Lustrous,
Huh?
right? Like fertile fat, meaning like lustrous, right?
Yeah,
I
glorious.
think
Yeah.
that's what it means. I think yours said fat wine.
Oh, mine say fertile. Mine say fertile valley.
Okay.
In the scriptures, you was reading from the scriptures earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a fading flower. You know what I'm saying? That's everybody know what a fading flower is. When you put a flower on your counter and it start dying off, it start fading away
Okay.
Right.
eventually. You know what I'm saying? Of its splendid comeliness. You know what I'm saying? The head is of the fertile valley.
You went quiet? I can't hear nothing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You good, Op?
Jumping down.
Can't hear you, Mar.
Lost him.
Man,
must have
King
been
Ock
muted
out
somewhere.
there. They been getting
Yo,
on
Ma.
our groups lately, man.
Right.
Brothers
Oh,
been
nah,
going
you on
in,
mute,
man.
Doc. You on mute,
Oh, he
Doc.
on mute?
Think you on
Okay.
mute, Mark. There you go.
Hey, Ruru.
There you go.
Nah.
Okay, hear you.
He sent Jermaine. He said he didn't get the link.
He didn't get the link here. He in the chat. Let me see.
See how
He
that's
is
the
in
stuff
the,
right there. That's that stuff right there.
he's still in the chat.
Shauna, I didn't know you was on here.
Who?
Shauna.
She been-
Right? 5:15.
Yeah, but that wine was talking about drink, and later on you're gonna see a strong drink, of course.
Shabbat Shalom, Shauna. I didn't know you was in here either. You know, I can't see nobody.
Shalom, I'm here. I hear
Shabbat
y'all.
shalom.
Hey, Shauna, you came right in and grabbed the pillow and went to sleep. I didn't know you was in here.
You see your son's hat?
Shauna.
Okay, I just sent one to Jermaine personally.
Man said they been kicking me out the congregation, man. Come on. He say Big Ock notorious for that, right? You know, if he
Come
wasn't,
on, man.
he wasn't feeling it last week, you ain't getting the link this week. You feel me?
You want me to keep reading or you want me to wait?
Well, you had
Go ahead,
too?
keep going.
Turn. Okay, I got you. That's good. All right. See, let's say, see, Yahuwah has one who is strong and potent,
Right.
like a downpour of hell and a destroying storm. Wait a minute, let me say that over. See, Yahuwah has one who is strong and potent, like a downpour of hell and a destroying storm. That's the Messiah right there. I've seen it somewhere else. It described him as a tempest and a hailstorm. Somewhere else.
Like we need to capitalize that one, right?
Yeah. Like a flood of mighty waters overflowing, who cast down to the earth with the hand. It said, and then raise it up a little bit. All right. The proud crown of the drunkards of Ephraim is trampled underfoot, and the fading flower of its splendid comeliness that is on the head of the fertile valley, like the first fruit before the summer, raise it up a little bit, which when one sees it, he eats it up while it's still in his hand. So like, it's like seeing a fruit early in the summertime, you know what I'm saying? That's the first fruit of that field. And you run out there and grab it. That's what this doctrine like, you know what I'm saying? You run out there and grab hold of it, and while it's still in your hand, without even putting it in your basket, without even washing it off, you just throw it in your mouth and eat it up.
That's them
Right.
itchy ears, huh? That's them itchy ears.
And piggybacking off of you, not even the sin if it's ready to eat, right?
Yeah.
Right.
This fruit might not be ripe and ready to eat yet, or might. I wanted to compare it to like a poisonous fruit when we was talking about that doctrine, but I missed the pair what I was shooting for. My head.
That's all good. You still can.
But yeah, because it go with it, right? Because somebody
still
saying
can.
it's good to me. It's not ready yet. It's not ripe. Just like that doctor.
Right.
It's
I mean,
whatever.
I ain't even go test it yet. That's what I would kind of
Yeah.
want to say. I ain't even go test it to make sure it's ready. I'm just eat this shit while it's still in my hand. I picked it and ate it. I ain't even
Yeah.
tested if it was true, right?
They can be
Go back to
poisonous
this to the
fruit
same
or
doctor.
whatever the case is. But yeah, you're right though.
Shabbat shalom, family.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
Shalom, Op.
Shabbat shalom.
Hey man, I ain't get the link today, Joe.
Nah,
You talking about
You-
a big? We just talking about you ain't brinking last week. No big. I kicked you out the congregation. Be happy.
Nigga, I'm
Everybody
scared to
was
be put
testing
out
for
the
you.
assembly.
Right. Everybody was testing for you though. Everybody was, we had to tell Big I, man, you can't do that, right?
Oh, man.
You ain't see the chat this morning?
No, I didn't get the
Probably-
link. I seen when you said you was finna send it, then I seen when Mel sent his text, but I didn't get the actual link after that, Joe.
Oh, okay. I think it might have been before that link Yamel sent, I think it is.
Yeah, it was right above it, probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I didn't get it.
Right. Let me see.
You didn't get it. I can't be doing that, right?
It's right above this, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't get it,
Hey,
bro.
that ain't in his text messages, right?
Seriously.
Okay. So we got okay.
Big Ox said that last one, he put one of 5 people, not of 6. Right?
Stop trying to cause strife, Stop trying to cause strife.
Last week, man, he got weight one. He got weight a savage, right? We're glad you're in here.
For sure.
Yeah. I was about to call you too. I was sure about to call you. I like, I ain't gonna call
Yeah, I
nobody.
just actually hit cheese like, man, Joe, we ain't doing the Zoom today.
Right.
Hey, like you say, all praises, man. That be on brother's mind, right?
Okay.
Man. Oh, praise, yeah. It's a blessing to be here with y'all, man.
No doubt.
What was we at 5 now or no?
Yeah, at 5.
Oh, say,
yeah.
All right, and that day, Yahuwah of hosts is for a crown of splendor and a head of dress of comeliness to the remnant of his people. That's just only to the remnant of his people, right there. Okay. And that's what I'm saying, man, that's everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't.
We are covering. He just said a headdress of comeliness.
Right.
Our covering is the Most High.
Right. To everybody.
People.
To his people.
A remnant. That means it's not even all his people.
Right.
Remnant of his people. Those that turn back. Turn back. But it's not all his people, right? In these days, he'll cover. And that's why when you go tell somebody about the Most High.
So we being Pacific right here, we talk about Israel, right?
And there's more to it too. And just said, and a spirit of right ruling to him who sits in right ruling, and strength to those who turn back the battle at the gate. So that's the mighty men that they call the mighty men, huh?
The first line, I think they call it the infantry, right? That's the infantry down first. Those are the ones that you may send back to gap. But for my back, those are the Marines, I guess, the infantry. Make back the battle at the gate. And we ain't talking about this battle, right? We're talking about these battles, the principalities we battled with in that season, right?
Yeah. Well, any battle, he'll strengthen your hand at any battle, battle.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
Because even like that one thing to say, don't let your knees be weak or something. Don't let your knees be weak. Or let your hands be strong.
Let your hands be strong.
Yeah.
Right. But in this verse, it said a spirit. It said a spirit. That's why I want to keep it spiritual, right? Not take it physical, right? So
yeah.
The right rule. Spirit of judgment, right?
Because we don't need that spirit in the last days too, though, because it's gonna take a lot of strength not to take the mark.
Brother, we need the spirit right now, bro.
It's gonna take a lot of strength not to take that mark, though.
Right. And when they talk about right ruling or judgment, that's discernment. Right ruling, judgment, all that go hand in hand, right?
Yeah. All right. We'll be at the top right there.
7.
7. Go back down a little bit. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, okay, you're right. 7. And these two have gone astray through wine and through strong drink, wandered about. Priests and prophets had gone astray through strong drink. They are swallowed up by wine. They wander about through strong drink. They go astray in vision. They stumble in right ruling.
Right.
Mm,
That's
For
nasty.
all tables shall be
nasty.
covered with vomit, and no place without filth.
And no place without false doctrine. That's filth.
Mhm.
Wow.
He said all tables are covered with vomit.
Vomit is false doctrine coming out your mouth when we talk about vomit, right?
Yes, sir.
And right ruling, what's right ruling? Like righteousness, right?
Right,
Yep.
ruling them right.
Right.
Just
That's
doing the
Like
right
I say,
thing.
ruling them
So
right.
they're turning away from the truth and they want to lean their ears to this itchiness, all this garbage.
Mhm.
Vomit, right? They vomit, they filth.
And I thought y'all was gonna break down with that wine and strong drink. What's that wine and strong drink we talking about?
That's the doctrine, that false doctrine.
Again,
Mhm.
spiritually drunk. They spiritually drunk with false doctrine, right?
But
Spiritually
I'm,
drunk, right? The priest
I'm pretty sure he don't want us all out our square though and be like asshole naked drunk though either.
Oh yeah,
You
of
know what I'm
course.
saying?
We read that in the scriptures too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moderation, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me keep reading.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Let's
nah.
see.
Okay, now, okay. It said, whom we teach knowledge and whom will we make to understand message? Those weaned from milk and those taken from the breast.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on that milk. Doc, I'm still stuck on that milk. I'm just fucking messing with you.
Don't start. Don't start. Don't start.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Nah. Well, we ain't gonna read the oh yeah, we is gonna okay, so well, we're gonna keep reading this. I want y'all to see this for a second too. Okay, it's gonna say for it is command upon command, command upon command, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little. For a jabbering lip and a foreign tongue, he speaks to his people.
Right.
All right, go up for a second, a little bit. Okay, wait, here we go. Is that the same passage? No, not up, back. I mean, I'm talking about go take it back up. I mean, like, yeah, go up with it. Go back up, yeah. To the next one, I mean. Okay, here we go. No, not this one, go to the next one.
Go
Right
down.
here. Get to 13. Let's get to 13. I mean, if you want to read that, you can read that too. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead.
Because,
Yeah.
but, all right, we're going to read this one again. But the word of Yahuwah was to them. I don't know, where did we read it was on to them? Adam, where did we read that at?
You gotta keep reading. So
I think that was on my Sefer. On my Sefer, it said the word was on to them. Command upon command, command upon command, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little.
yeah, it's
So that
different in
they
the
can,
scriptures.
huh? Yeah, it's different in here. It's different in here. And so that they can go and shall stumble backwards and be broken and snared and taken captive. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
But the word of
Yep.
Yahuwah was to them command upon command, command upon command, line upon line,
See,
line upon line, here a little, there a little, so that they go and shall stumble backward and be broken and snared and taken captive. So the
now,
Most High put on them a spirit of deep sleep, because they had the word line upon line, precept upon precept.
on mine though, on not this one, but on my what's the name? It said the word was upon them, like it was upon them. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, like that word was convicting them, line upon line, precept upon precept. You know what I'm saying?
What's that? Isaiah 28:13.
Yeah, that's in the Sefer. Yeah.
You look up the word meaning of upon is a preposition, up on, upward, so as to get or be on.
Right there.
But the word was unto them Precept
onto
upon
them.
precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken. So he said that they, go ahead.
That word is convicting them, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's on them. But what you saying? Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just like he said, he called heaven and earth as a witness against them.
All right. We're gonna keep reading from here, or we'll go back to the other one.
We'll go back.
Okay.
I like the Sefer though, but
Okay.
But you know.
Well, we almost done though. I'm gonna get to the point that I actually go to what y'all go with though. But it is talking about
13. That 13 was the point where even what we just read, you can still
Yeah.
compare that Jeremiah 6 and 10 that we read.
yeah.
And you came before me in this house, called by my name, and said, we have been delivered in order to do all these abominations.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, we getting to that point. We getting to that point. That part, that same part that go right with that too. Shag, go right with that. All right. I'm gonna keep reading.
yeah.
All right. It's therefore hear the word of Yahuwah, you men of scorn. You rule these people who are in Jerusalem. So these are the rulers over them. You know what I'm saying? The people that making like the laws and stuff. You know, because you have said we have made a covenant with death, and Sheol we have affected a vision. When the overflowing scourge passes through, it does not come to us. Basically saying that when all this evil come up on everybody else, it ain't gonna get on us. You know what I'm saying? That's what they saying. That's what these men that's running Jerusalem. It said, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood we have hidden ourselves. Refuge and salvation is one and the same thing. Lies. You know what I'm saying? They made lies a refuge. Therefore, now if you take this word therefore, you see it, look above that too though. Go back where it say ourselves, where it say hidden ourselves, them is quotation marks. Now up in my Bible, it's got the things that's above each other, like the one dot above each other, which is a quotation mark. This is a parentheses, I think it is, and a period. Parentheses and a period. The other one got a quotation mark, meaning that it continues. And right there, this word therefore, next to it, therefore, means because of. If you look up the word therefore, it's going to be meaning because of. And if you go back and look, go back and look up the 15 rule. Go back to 15 a little bit, take it down. It said, okay, right here. It said, it does not, when the overflowing surge passes through, it does not come to us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood we have hidden ourselves. And then it says, therefore, so because of, now you can, like I say, look up that word, therefore. It said, because of this, or thus, says the Master Yahuwah, see, I am laying in Zion a stone for a foundation, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a settled foundation. He who trusts shall not hasten away. You know, just because of that reason, you know what I'm saying? He had to bring that cornerstone. You know, Adam and Eve made that covenant with Sheol in the beginning when they, you know, when they made that covenant with death, basically, when they ate of the forbidden fruit that they weren't supposed to. So he had to bring the Messiah because of that, huh?
So you saying 16 is talking about Mashiach?
Yeah, 16 is talking about the Messiah. There's somewhere else I can't remember some. Huh?
So you saying Mashiach is a tried stone? He was tried? You saying he a precious cornerstone too?
Yeah.
You saying he a settled foundation?
Yep.
And you say if I trust in the Mashiach,
not hasten away.
Man, all praises, man. I can dig.
Yeah,
all praises.
Not hasten away.
And then it's wait a minute, let me see it. One more, I think. Oh, okay, go back, go up to 18, I think it is. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18 Oh,
Hey, you
okay.
should keep reading though. 17.
Okay.
Read
All right, let's
17
keep
too.
reading. All right. And I shall make right ruling the measuring line. Dang. And righteousness the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lying, and the water overflowing the hiding place.
Right.
Mhm.
He was already called the go back down a little bit. He was called the
Right.
hail.
Ruling is the measuring line, though, right? Come on.
Yeah. 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 All right, go to 18 again. It said, your covenant with death shall be annulled, and your vision with Sheol not stand. With an overflowing scourge passes through, then shall you be trampled down by it. Dang.
Mm.
And often as it passes through, it shall take you. For it shall pass through every morning, and by day and by night, and it shall be only trembling to understand the message.
Only
For the
trembling
bed,
to understand the message.
Only trembling, yeah.
for the bed shall be too short for a man to stretch on it. And the
Man,
covering shall be too narrow to wrap himself in it. Basically, you ain't gonna find no place to hide yourself.
Man.
Right. Right.
Man. Yeah, it shall be only trembling to understand the message.
right. Only trembling, right? And the bed too short, and the covers ain't wide enough to cover you, right? It's only trembling,
Right.
man.
I remember as a kid, I always had that cover over me. It's like every part of my body had to be covered. I don't know. I just didn't like sleeping without the cover.
You felt some comfort, right? You felt safe.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Mhm.
And it also made me think about that Rivers Euphrates dried up, right? Only trembling to understand the message, right? Only trembling. You can't get no understanding from it. So I'm like, why can't I understand? And it's trembling from it.
Yeah.
Mhm. For Yahuwah rises up at Mount Hershon, Horistium, and he is wroth wroth as at the valley of Gabon, to do his work, his strange work, and to do his deed, his strange deed. And now, do not be scoffers, lest your bonds be made strong. Basically, don't be like slow at what you're doing, dragging your feet.
Or marker.
Huh?
Call them scoffer, so that mean all marker, right?
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Bonds
Yeah.
made strong, Like if
Yeah, you're right.
you on scoffing at this truth, your bond's gonna be made strong in falsehood, right? You're gonna keep on believing what Pastor Man told you. You scoffing at the truth.
Yeah. For I have heard from the Master Yahuwah of hosts a destruction decreed upon all the earth. Give ear and hear my voice, listen and hear my word. Does the plowman keep plowing all day to sow? Does he keep turning his soil and breaking the clods? That's the question. And well, none of us farmers, so we can't really answer that question, I guess. I guess it would make sense if we was a farmer, huh?
I mean, but we gotta understand enough farming though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like you said, does the plowman keep plowing all day to sow? We know they don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't see a plowman out there 24/7.
Right. By evening time, he ain't plowing no more.
Right.
Right.
Does he keep turning his soil and breaking the clods? No, he don't keep doing it.
Oh.
Oh, I know what it is. He would plant the seeds. Okay, the plowman, when he plant his seeds, he ain't gonna go back over it and plow it again.
Right.
Because if he do, he's gonna break the clods. I guess that's something with do with breaking like the seeds or something. I don't know. Whatever clods is, you have to see what the word clods is and so on. I mean, not sowing, farming.
Just off the strength of tilling, brother. I mean, once you till the ground, you still gonna have clumps and stuff in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't just gonna keep tilling till everything is just a fine soil.
Fine.
Once
Right.
it's you tilled it and got it plowed to where you can plant the seed, that's when you do it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I know. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense now. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. When he leveled
We
his
had a nigga in the
surface.
garden. Straight
See,
up.
all of this, I didn't read part of that. It was like I skipped past all of this, but we're gonna keep reading it on. When he has leveled his surface, does he not sow the caraway and scatter the cumin, plant the wheat and rows, the barley in the appointed place, and the spelt in its place?
See, that answered everything Jermaine just said.
Right,
I
that
mean,
was what Big Man was just
that answer, yeah, he was
saying.
just telling you that same thing. Like
Yeah.
sometimes, like when you didn't read it, if you kept
Yeah.
reading, he'd explain everything he was saying sometimes.
Yeah.
What?
For he instructs him for right ruling. His
Yeah, that's
Elohim
what
teaches
it's
him.
about right now. See, hold on right here.
Oh, crazy. That can be a scripture for the mark right there.
I've been
For right ruling, his Elohim teaches him.
so much minutes because I had to find the right beat for my song. And trust me, because my song is like, some words, some words. I gotta find the right beat.
Yo, little Raheem, I said Shabbat Shalom.
Oh man, I thought I was on mute, man. My bad.
Nah, you ain't on
Boy.
mute, You ain't on mute,
Shabbat shalom.
Hold
For caraway is not threshed with the threshing sledge, nor is a wagon wheel rolled over cumin. But caraway is beaten out with a stick, and cumin with the rod. That sounds like the rod of iron, ain't it? I mean, the rod he gonna rule the nations with.
And that cumin is like black seed, or they like oil. That's what
Cumin
you talking about.
Yeah.
Cumin seeds, yeah.
Grain is crushed, so one does not go on threshing it forever, nor break it with his wagon wheel, nor crush it with his horsemen. When this has come from Yahuwah of hosts, who did wonders and counsels, who made wisdom great.
Even this has come from Yahuwah of hosts.
Yeah.
Who did wonders and counsel, who made wisdom great. So they do all these things because of wisdom of the Most High that gave.
For sure.
That
Right,
wisdom
and-
Most High gave to them.
Right, and that was that symbolization. For he instructs him for right ruling, but he instructs him for right ruling, his Elohim teaches him. All this was symbolization also.
Okay. First Tim.
We jumped to First Tim.
Yeah, my bad. I think my phone started pushing buttons in my pocket, man. I was trying to get this. Wash my hands, trying to hate the little pizza rollers up. Oh,
Yeah, I just look it like read differently though. Like that your book read more like Adam's scripture Bible kind of.
That's what this is, the scriptures.
Oh, okay. That's why.
And that First Timothy 4, and that's just I was just piggybacking off
Second Timothy.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I guess I hit
Right.
it. I got it. But the spirit. Hold on. But the spirit distinctly says that in the latter times, right? In these times, in the latter times, some shall fall away from the belief, paying attention to misleading spirits and teaching of demons, right? Because it seems like everybody demon possessed these days. All they deal with is, especially the rap music, they like so like depressed and like demon possessed, man, right? They listen to the teachers of demons and misleading spirits. They ain't dealing with the set apart spirit.
Well, I mean, even tomorrow, actually, brother,
What's tomorrow?
Sunday.
they're going to be lied to by these demon spirits.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Straight up. And again, it said the spirit distinctively says, right? This being, distinctively, y'all know distinctively, right? Pointing out to a specific point. Says latter times, and these days, this the latter times, right?
For sure.
Some shall fall away from the belief. Who really believe in the truth anymore? Paying attention to misleading spirits and the teaching of demons, speaking lies, hypocrisy, having been branded on their own conscience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Forbidden to marry, saying to abstain from foods which Elohim created to be received with thanksgiving by those who believe and know the truth.
So we can eat pork? That verse?
Nah, it say by those who know the truth. If you know the truth, we know the truth. It say that that's abominable.
Right.
It said
So
that
when they
those
come
who
to
know
this verse, they don't know what they talking. Right.
they don't know the truth.
By
Then
those who know,
Right.
who believe and know the truth. Right.
right.
Exactly.
Right. So again, we read that again. Forbidden to marry, right? And then that bring me back to a conversation my woman brought me to back earlier, talking about passport bros, right? But we know this probably something of a different time, but even right now, forbidden to marry, saying to abstain from foods which Elohim created to be received with thanksgiving. And that's where you can stop them right there too. If they say, oh, I can eat anything. The Most High ain't tell you to eat pig with thanksgiving, right? Did he say go eat that shrimp with thanksgiving? No. He said that was abominable, right? By those who believe and know the truth. We believe and know the truth. Because every creature of Elohim is good, right? We're not debating that. Because we can kill a crocodile and go put some crocodile loafers on our feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say John, he was girded in camel skin. I don't mean he ate it, right?
Right.
Because every creature of Elohim is good. And none is to be rejected.
So we can eat the pork.
No, none is to be rejected if it's received with thanksgiving. That's why I said I will deal with that. I'm not talking about I receive with thanksgiving because it might be my covering. John had camel skins to cover him in the wilderness, right? So I will receive that with thanksgiving when I put it on my body. Believe that.
No, but these people tomorrow will use this scripture to say that you can eat anything, though. Actually,
Yeah,
right. And that's why we dealing with it now, because I keep asking these questions. And that's why we answering it, right?
Right.
And they take that loop from that Acts.
Man, because every creature of Elohim is good. That means that pig is good too. And none is to be rejected. So I ain't gotta reject it.
Right. No.
It didn't say good to be eaten.
Right. Exactly. Because the pig is supposed to clean the earth. It has a job to do.
For sure.
If the Most High created it, it is good. Right. And then when we speak about creatures, are we really just talking about animals? Now we have to go deal with the real creatures for a second, right? We'll keep it in this aspect. We'll keep it in this
Well, 5 answers it all though.
Right. Everything has a purpose at the end of the day. So the Most High made it for a purpose. So he tells you not to eat something like shrimp, crab, lobster, and all that. Well, the purpose of those is to keep the ocean clean because they eat the filth of the ocean.
Right. And this is what's set apart by the word of Elohim, brother. Exactly what you just said.
Praise God. Exactly. A damn lobster can't even swim. That shit's crawling on the ocean floor, cleaning it. It's cleaning the ocean floor. They don't even swim, right?
Eating all the boo-boo, right?
Yep. Eating all the boo-boo.
Just like the pigs, huh? Just like the pig. Eat all
the pig
the boo-boo and all that. Yeah.
Hey, you can go kill a human right now. Cut them up. Feed it to the pig. You ain't burn the body, but you fed it to the pig, right? So a pig ain't anything, right? Just like the scriptures say, the Most High don't tell us what birds not to eat. I mean, don't tell us what birds we can eat, but it tells us the ones that we can't eat, right?
For sure.
Right.
We know we ain't eating no eagles. They eating flesh too, right?
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And the crows.
Yeah, we ain't eating no vultures. They eating shit that down the side, you know, like we ain't eating no other birds that eat flesh, right?
Right.
Not even animals, right? Even when you think about the animals you eat, they don't eat flesh. They don't eat
Right.
flesh.
Because they eat the blood and everything.
Yeah.
Damn lions and shit. Oh, excuse my French. Okay, 5. For it is set apart by the word of Elohim and prayer.
So the word of Elohim didn't set that pig
Nope.
apart then, huh? He said it was unclean.
Right.
So that means you got to find where it said he made it clean. You know what I'm saying? And you can't find that.
Right. Because again, it wasn't set apart by the word. We read the word, we see this is not a set apart animal. Because of the set apart animals, Noah brung in 7 of them. Of the unclean animals, they came in 2 by 2, right? Ain't that how it went? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Ain't no 2 by
Yeah.
2. It's a myth that we was always taught 2 by 2. When
Well, I'm talking
then you
about
say
the
7 clean and 7
When
unclean.
he brought them on the
It
ark,
was
that's what
pairs.
you're
So
talking about, right?
that's why you talk about, well, it basically was paired. So
One
7
of each
pairs
kind.
and 2 pairs
Right.
Yeah.
is 14 and 4, right?
Right. And
Yep, you're right.
we're talking about a pair of 7, right, man? If we
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
14.
animals, right, 14. So that's what I'm saying when they say
14 clean and 2 unclean.
Yep.
Well, 4.
Okay.
14 and 4, right? 2 pairs is 4.
2
7 pairs is 14.
Right. Right.
I thought the unclean, he said one of each. A
Well, we
male
have
and a
to-
female.
So if it's 1 of each, that's 2 then. If it's not talking about 1 of each.
I thought it said
But
2 pairs.
y'all probably right though.
Well, I mean, it's, you know, it can be figured out.
Right. We can literally just flip back.
We're gonna need 2 of them though, man. So they can reproduce.
Right.
Male
The
and
thing
female.
is about the 7 part animals, it was 7, I believe. That was my thing. If I'm not mistaken, of the set apart animals, it might have been 7 pairs.
Oh,
Of
you
It
talking
was
about
7
clean
pairs.
animals.
7
You
pairs,
talking about
yeah.
clean animals. Okay, clean animals. Okay.
clean
Yeah, 7 pairs.
Right. Okay, 6. And then we'll outside. We can go pull that and make sure if it's a pair or 1 and 2.
For sure.
If you present these matters to the brothers, you shall be a good servant of Yahushua Hamashiach, being nourished in the words of belief and of the good teaching which you have followed closely. But refuse profane and old wise fables, and exercise yourself rather to reverence.
All you got to do is pray over it, and it's clean to eat.
Not
That's an old wives' fable.
right.
Mm.
So refuse that. That is profane when we think about that. To say,
Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
like say that's a lie.
They just murder you.
But refuse, right? Refuse profane and old wise fables, and exercise yourself rather to reverence.
Why do it say wives instead of wise? Oh, why do it say wives? Like WIVES.
That's what the stuff is, brother. Lies, wives' fables, man.
Yeah, they
All you got to do is pray over it, brother, and it's blessed for you to eat, man. That's a wives' fable, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't wise.
Just naturally coming up. You probably heard wise and you thought the word was wise.
I
But they were
probably
saying
did.
wives.
I probably did thought they were saying wives.
Yeah, but
When you
that
think
ain't
about
wise.
when you think about wise fables, you think about like housewives And then the other
Yeah.
five come to their house and they just be lying to each other, telling why. Right?
Mhm.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, wise fables. You
Wise
can't
fables.
swim after you eat. You know you ain't supposed to go swimming after you eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wise fables, right? Right. They tell their kids
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah, them old wives' fables. So
Wait, hold on. You can't go swimming after you eat.
That's a fable, man.
that's a
Go
fable.
to the water after
As soon as you eat, you go straight in that pool. It's okay.
I didn't know that.
you get a cramp in your
Cool.
stomach.
As soon as you eat, and we know you be getting down. I'll be getting down. It's like, damn, I gotta wait 30 minutes. You know?
Right.
I don't be going swimming like that no more. But I definitely heard that.
So coming up, like you say, Marvin, sound like they saying wise fable.
Mhm.
It's a wise fable, just like the example he just brought up, swimming. Going swim, you gotta wait 30 minutes. Comes from your mama being overprotective. You just ain't, you don't need to get in that pool. You need to wait 30 minutes, right?
You don't need to go running after you drunk that pop, that water. Man, get out of here. You'll get a cramp.
Yeah.
I'm still reading. My bad. I got up like I wouldn't read. My bad. Okay. What was I
I can
reading?
tell when you get up, you sound far away.
Yeah, I got up like I wasn't reading, like it was good.
Mhm.
My bad. What was I doing?
You on 7, 8.
Oh yeah, 8. I tell my partner this all the time. He go to the gym. Like,
I was just gonna say that. You mentioned that.
for bodily exercise is profitable for a little, right? Going to the gym, that's a little quick profit. You look swole, I see you. But
Yeah.
reverence is profitable for all, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Having promise of the present life and of that which to come, right? That's reverence.
Right.
Present life. And Most High say, if you want, I'm gonna take care of you. And of the promise to come, eternal life. Come on, man. That's profitable right there. Not lifting these weights like that. That's only for a little. So,
Sure.
Some of them bodybuilders too, when they like work out like that, sometimes they overwork their heart sometimes. And sometimes they make their heart weaker. I mean, they'll look big and strong, but they have a weak heart because they done overworked it too much, probably steroids or calisthenics or whatever, just stress. Like a lot of them power lifters, their lifespan is shorter. If you ever look into it. Because it's like too much strain on their heart.
verse 9. Trustworthy is the word. Man, Selah, man. I had Selah myself, man. Trustworthy is this word that we read, man. Praise y'all, man. Believe in that, trust that, man. It's trustworthy, right? Trustworthy is the word and worthy of all acceptance.
For sure.
It is for this that we labor and struggle, right? This word, because we trust in the living Elohim, who is the savior of all men, particularly those who believe, right? Particularly meaning specifically, right?
Yeah.
Specifically those who believe, right?
Yeah.
And teach these, go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Okay, command and teach these matters. Let no one look down on your youth, Yamel, but be an example to the believers in the word, in behavior, in love, in spirit, in belief, in cleanliness. Until I come, give attention to the readings of scriptures. Man, praise y'all, man.
Give
Right?
Give attention to the reading of scripture.
Until the Most High come, because then he gonna be giving us teaching face to face, right? Come on.
Right.
I come. Wow.
That's nasty right there. That's nasty. That's nasty. Until I come, give attention to reading of scripture, to encouragement, to teaching.
And it just let me know right there that nobody knows it all until I come.
Right.
Give
Right.
attention to these scriptures until I come.
But give attention to these scriptures and say, right, man, that's beautiful right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do not neglect the gift that is in you. That's talking to this whole assembly. We all got that gift and we can go deal with them gifts, right? Don't neglect these gifts, right? Which was given to you by prophecy with the laying on of the hands of the elderhood. Practice these matters, be in them, so that your progress might be plain to all, right? It ain't even hard to see. They see you. They like, oh, wow, it's plain, right? That's the love of the Most High. In this person I'm witnessing, right? Pay attention to yourself and to the teaching. Continue in them, for in doing this, you shall save both yourself and those who hear you, man. Praise y'all. Right?
All praise.
That's our goal, right? We want to save ourselves and others who we speak to. We ain't speaking with you just to blow breath. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Kish. I see iPhone. That's Kish right there.
Well, Kish.
Shabbat Shalom. Most High.
Shabbat Shalom, Mark.
All praise.
Okay.
And that 13 was just standing out right now. Give attention to the reading of scripture, right? And we even see Mashiach do that, man. We see brothers like Shaul go to this assembly and they do that, right? Like this reading of this scripture, man. And that's why our building up, our edification, man, increase in the Most High.
And that Ecclesiasticus 25, did that go with what we started with and how this led into all that?
Let's go read it, huh? You got it?
Yeah, it's an apocrypha.
Yeah.
What is it? Ecclesiasticus, Sirach?
Yeah, 25. I said that, you know, it all started with, you know, talking about the, you know, just the women and how they breaking, you know, messing with the order of things.
Oh, back to the women. So I'm about to say.
That's how we got to everything we got to.
Right.
Talking about the last days.
You want to hit this, Yamel?
Oh, yeah, I could do it. I'm just, hold on.
Okay.
You said 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody want to start it off? I could pick it up. I'm just trying to finish this right here.
Book unless somebody else want to grab it. Is this in the scriptures or that's in a apocrypha?
Apocrypha.
Okay.
I hit it if y'all want me to.
Go ahead. I like to read.
All right. In three things I was made beautified and stood up beautiful, both before Elohim and man. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a woman that agrees together.
Wait, let's understand.
Man, that's deep.
But what we
Real
talking
deep.
about right now?
Three
talking
things
about?
I was beautified.
We talking about in
Stood up
wisdom.
beautiful.
We talking about in wisdom though. This wisdom speaking right here. So this is a continuation of this 24, right? 24 talk about wisdom, and it's a continuation of it. So we still talking about wisdom. Wisdom said in three things I was beautified. Wisdom is beautified in these three ways. And unity of the brethren, love of neighbors, and a man and woman that agree together. That's a way that we beautify in three ways.
Mm-hmm. You know, wisdom in the mix of that to keep it together.
Right. And then we
Especially
see
between a man and a woman.
right.
Yeah.
And then we looking at these last days when they, you know, putting up those statues of that woman, you know what I mean, symbolizing abortion and just all the wicked stuff that they promoting, the destruction of man and women, basically. You know what I'm saying?
If you went to the end of 24, would it still be continuing from this?
You say it again?
If you went to the end of 24, would it be like continuing on to this?
You possibly, yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, there go wisdom at the top.
Right.
Mhm.
So, but you have to start from the 24 to know you talking about wisdom, and
Okay.
it's
Okay.
big in you.
I want
But
to go
yeah,
back and read it though.
right on.
All right. But yeah, they do talk about wisdom.
And that whole 24,
Mhm.
that whole 24 is talking about wisdom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that 24, we dealt with that 24 and 26, talking about that Euphrates. I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
Three
Doc.
sorts of men my soul hates, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that dotes.
Dang. What's dotes? What's dotes, y'all?
Like silly or feeble.
Huh?
Dotes that's like silly or feeble. He like
An old man with no knowledge, I think, right? Lived all these years, but you ain't got no knowledge.
right.
All the cats we used to deal with out there in the Dells, man.
Right.
Man.
And especially like Yamel just say, oh, and he still ain't got no knowledge. He mindless, especially at an old age, right?
Man.
If you have gathered nothing in there, if you have gathered nothing in your youth, how can you find anything in your age?
That's that dose.
Whoa.
We just talked about that too, man.
Mhm.
How people get stuck in their ways. We just read that.
Right. Oh, how commonly a thing is judgment for gray hairs and for ancient men to know counsel. Oh, how commonly is the wisdom of old men and understanding and counsel to men of honor. Much experience is the crown of old men, and the fear of Elohim is their glory.
We just spoke about that crown in Isaiah.
Yeah, right here, Isaiah 17. Therefore, Yahuwah shall smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. Wow.
There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue.
Okay.
A man that has joy of his children, and he that lives to see the fall of his enemy.
That's to be happy, right? That's what we're dealing with, right?
That's deep.
9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, right? To be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. The 10th I'm uttering with my tongue. These 9 things I judge to be happy. A man that has joy in his children, I judge that be happy. He lives the fallen enemy. Come on, man. I know everybody in the assembly want to be as humble as y'all may. But to see the fall of your enemies, man, you kind of want to see that, like Slow Boogie. Let's just be real, right? Just to be happy, right?
We were just talking about how Babylon falling right before our eyes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why we even say in these last days to be in this truth in these last days is a blessing, right? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna live through these things and see these things that was already written and prophesied about. Come on.
Right. Like the rest of the world, they mad. They're like, well, they get emotional. They look at Biden and how he really don't know up from down, but they'll get mad and they look at it differently. They'd be like, how can we have this man being our president? But then we look at it in righteousness, we like, man, look at Babylon falling, man.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. We like this place done.
It's done.
And they like, we gotta vote. Y'all gotta vote.
Right. They're going crazy.
Well is him that dwells with the woman of understanding.
Ooh.
And that has not slipped with his tongue,
That's
and has
so
not
we
served a
read 3
man.
and 4. Wait, because we doing 9 things, right? So let's keep up with the number
Mhm.
also too, right?
All right.
So that's 3. Well is him that dwells with the woman of understanding, right? Deal with these things to be happy about, right?
Right.
No contention, right? You're dealing with a woman to understand it. You ain't fighting with her all the time.
Right.
She got
Right.
understanding, God, and she got in. So
Gotta
even
have that understanding.
if you might be in the assembly or something, you're like, hey man, this is what we talked about. And then y'all got to talk about that matter. A one to understanding, man. That's a blessing.
It's a turn on right there. Huh? You
Right.
ready to make a nation, man. After that.
Straight up.
And that has not slipped with his tongue, and that has not served a man more unworthy than himself.
Right.
What that mean? What that mean?
Like I said, well is him that
pastor.
dwells. What'd you say?
Yo, pastor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we have to
And
actually
have
deal with
served a
that
man more unworthy than himself. You know, yeah. Your
Okay, I
pastor,
can see that.
Jermaine said it perfectly.
Yeah,
Wow.
for
You
sure.
ain't got to go no further with that. That's a good explanation.
Right.
Wow.
Because then when you start dealing with that word serving means to be like to minister or ministering to, right? To minister,
Mhm.
ministering to. So that's why, like you say, you know, he said it righteously, your pastor, man.
Right. Oh,
Well is him that has found prudence, and he that speaks in the ears of them that will hear.
That's 7. That was 7.
Oh, how great is he that finds wisdom. Yet is there none above him that fears Yahuwah.
Now that was the 9th, right? Yet there is none above him that fears Yahoo, right? Of all these happy things, judge in the heart to be happy, right?
right.
Man, that's, you know, above, there's none above him that fears Yahuwah.
That was the 9th thing, because how great it is that he that found wisdom. Think about when you found wisdom. Think about that, man.
For sure.
Right, right.
When the Most High
know.
delivered that wisdom, let me correct that, right?
And what the Most High say, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of, the fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of wisdom, right?
Right. That's why I had to,
Right.
that's why I had to correct that when the Most High instilled that wisdom on you. So, right? Think about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, how great is he that finds wisdom, yet is there none above him that fears Yahuwah. But the love of Yahuwah passes all things for illumination. He that holds it, whereunto shall he be likened.
Like to nothing.
Mm-hmm. The fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of his love.
Mm-hmm.
And faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him.
Praise Yah.
Right.
And
All
Praise Yah.
right.
Oh,
That's number 10, right? It said in 10 things, it said 9 things. What verse was that? What verse was that? Verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy or to be blessed. And in the 10th, I will utter with my tongue. You just heard the 10th that he uttered with his tongue. The fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of his love. Man, praise Yah. You fear him, that's the beginning of his love, man. Oh, he feared me. Okay. The beginning of his love.
Right.
And faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him, man. Say
Now you gotta believe him, right? Believe him.
Mm-hmm.
Now you love him. Yep.
You gotta believe that he is.
Now I'm gonna trust you in all things that I do. Take refuge in you. All praises, man.
Okay.
I get it.
Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
Mm.
Mm.
Man, Most High, he's just like, man, he the wickedness of a woman, because that's the most wicked thing you can get. You know what I'm saying? Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart.
Right.
Any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
The wicked, and that, because that's heartbreaking to a man too. Think
Yeah,
about a woman being wicked towards you. Man, don't no man want to have his heart broken, man. Like you know, that's no experience no man should have to endure, right? We leave that up to the women's, right?
And this is what they promoting in these last days, right? The
Right.
wickedness of women, man.
Wickedness of a woman, right? The wickedness. You know what I'm talking about? It's a different wickedness in the woman and the man, right?
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'll leave a physical example. When they say a man go cheat, you know, a man just be cheating thinking about, you know, his other parts. When a woman go cheat, that means she had a physical affection with the person she cheating with, right?
Yeah.
A man might just go cheat and hit something, right? A woman cheating because she been talking to this dude on the phone 3 weeks.
Real
and
talk.
now you like,
Real
yeah,
talk.
I think I love you or something, right? You know what I'm saying? Right?
Hey.
Straight up though.
Hey, and she gonna be cold-hearted towards you, like I ain't never had nothing going on, man.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
You be like, do I know you?
The wickedness of a woman, man. That's a
You be
plague,
like,
Doc.
you
It's a
know?
plague. Niggas die from plagues, Doc. Right?
Right.
Come on,
Like,
man.
man, I just hit some, you know, changed to a whole nother person, man.
Right. And any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me. And any revenge, but the revenge of enemies.
Man.
There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I'd rather dwell with the lion and the dragon than to keep house with the wicked woman.
Go back to that go back to the contentions, right? I'd rather dwell in the corner of a house, right?
Right.
Hey, get that scripture one time, man, because I ain't got that book. Let's get that one time. I'd rather dwell in the corner of a house than dwell in a, you know, in a
That's
big
Proverbs, right? Proverbs what?
I don't know. Let's mark that though.
That's
nasty though, right?
Yeah. And this goes back to like the beginning. You know, we was talking about that statue of the woman of abortion, and you know, just dealing with, you know, they're pushing this, man. You know, this wicked stuff with the women and all that on this world. So we just gotta keep that in mind.
Right. And like you say, that's why we did start at that 11, because they pushing that, just like you just said.
Yeah.
That's the motive right now. How you got the
motive.
Proverbs?
You know which one it is?
I thought you was pulling it.
Hold on, I'll get it real quick.
Grab that real quick. Mark that
You
one.
tell me where it's at. I go to it, or I can. I want to say.
It looks like Proverbs. Oh shoot, man. It's looking like Proverbs 29, but I'm not. My phone tripping, man.
29 and what? Did you see?
29. Oh, 21:19. My bad. 21:19.
21:19.
Yeah, 21:19.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious woman, with a contentious and vexed woman.
Mm-hmm.
And verse 9 of that same chapter say, it is better to dwell in a corner of a roof than in a contentious woman.
It's messed up how many of these sisters just don't know stuff like this, man. Real talk.
Man.
Real talk, man.
The majority. I think Kish brought out one that, like, I haven't found this in a woman. One day he brought it out. I think it was a proverb too.
You remember that Kish? Oh, Kish gone. Okay.
14. No, 15. Wait. 17. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkens her countenance like sackcloth. Her
That go
man,
along with what Mel was just saying. Woman change her
right,
whole joint up on you.
Exactly.
man.
Like you ain't never knew her.
You ain't never knew her. Hold up, right?
The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkens her countenance like sackcloth.
Right.
Her man shall sit among his neighbors, and when he hears it, shall sigh bitterly, like, ah, man. You hear this
Cause
woman?
your neighbors see it too. They like, man,
Man, they see it
and all
too.
all they do is love you, so they telling you, they like, man, she kind of switched up. And all you can do is sit there like, shit, you know, thinking in your head, man, you ain't lying. Sigh bitterly, like, nigga, you ain't lying. She switched up on me. You feel me, right?
All wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman.
Hell, man, come on.
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Right. Cause you know that's when you know it's bad. You be like, don't give me no wicked one, man. Get out to the center, right?
Right.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because all wickedness is but a little. It's like I can deal with some of that other wickedness, but if I got wickedness in my own household with a woman, it's like unbearable, you know.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, kind of reading this, man, because like we said, we talk about these last days in the world, they trying to multiply. Just like they try to multiply the letter people, they try to multiply these wicked women, man.
Right.
As the climbing up.
Then when you say trying to multiply, they are multiplying, actually.
For sure they are. For sure they are.
As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the age, so is a woman full of words to a quiet man.
Man, that's them contentions again. We can still
Right.
deal with that, right?
A sandy way, you can barely, you know,
And
you
if you
get older, you're like, man, I can't get a hold and can't even move really.
right, I can't go up a sand. Think about climbing up a sandy hill, and you
Right.
old. Right.
That's just like your words, no matter how good they is, you know, a woman full of words, boy, they gonna make you quiet. You can't even think about what you want to say sometimes.
Right.
Well, honestly, even like look at this as far as like when we talk about agendas. Now, without a doubt, it happened in every nation, but just look at how much is pushed amongst Israel, amongst us and our women, the hate of one another. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how we got on the big man earlier. Because my mom was telling me something about passport bros. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Okay, somebody. Yes, that's how we got on this conversation.
What I mean, what about them though? I mean, what as far as what about, you know what I'm saying, passport bros?
But now
they be going to other countries to find them a women. Women, because they don't like the way these sisters out here acting.
Yeah.
They get passports, man. I'm finna go over here to Brazil. That's like their #1 spot.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to Brazil, you still gonna find black women. They might speak Spanish, but
right.
Yeah, you go to a lot of these spots. Actually, you're gonna still run into sisters. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna even lie, nigga. I just got my application in about 2 weeks ago, nigga.
He said, I'm a passport, bro.
I mean, I ain't saying all that, but I mean, it's just the truth of the matter, though.
Take the truth. You gotta take a trip.
It's just the truth of the matter. Real talk.
Right.
Do something different.
Listen, we knew that. When you started asking that question,
I mean, just don't,
it was like, hey, do y'all want to come?
Hey, that's good. Get me wrong.
It ain't nothing wrong with that either, though.
Right. And that should be one of your first trips to Brazil. Because again, they say the continent of Brazil have more black people than the continent of Africa, right? You know, so that should be your first trip, honestly, you know.
Well, we got the first one. We got the first one pegged for the DR in April, actually. Man.
Yeah, they gonna put it. Oh, that's what
I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't agree with that DR.
I mean, that's fine, but
I know. Look, I know why you're saying that's fine, right?
You know,
instead of partners, DR, man, that's a place of fornication, not.
Oh man,
brother. every place on the planet can be a place of fornication
Nah,
if that's the
but
case,
it's different
family.
in the DR. It's different in Dominican Republic for sure. It's
Yeah,
different.
I mean, I hear you.
Let's be real.
Yeah, keep me away from there and Vegas.
I should have.
Keep me away from them places.
DR,
I might fall. I might fall.
Well, I mean, I'm just going with my man for his little birthday. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
cool. Hey, man, we walking to set apartments though. Remember that when you're in that DR, right?
I'm gonna call you, nigga.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you. You gonna call me when that woman chooses.
Nah,
That's what
I'm
they
gonna
do
call
in the
you.
DR, right? Hey, come on. That's what they
Man ain't
do.
gonna step off that mud with a baddie. He gonna bring it back with him. Like, come on back.
DR, man.
Yo, yeah, we finna get you
Nah,
passport.
nah. That ain't look, brother.
And then you
Hey,
say I'm
real
stepping
talk,
over my
though.
man.
Look.
Is your man's about to get married? Because usually people go to the DR before they get married, so they can have a time.
Nah. You just want to go down there for his little birthright, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody live in that DR. Yeah, DR be lit.
Nah, to bring them back here though, man, that defeat the whole purpose of going.
Yeah, they gonna come
Straight
back.
up. Real talk.
Hey, that's for real, huh? That's for real.
Straight up.
But yeah, but Jermaine wasn't even here for the beginning, so what he said was right on point. We point out how they trying to use the sisters to really like be the face of all this.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Real
Yeah.
talk, man.
Right.
It's actually heartbreaking, man.
And they falling for it too, though. These sisters falling for it. I was talking about it earlier. I'm like real quick, just to sum it up, about the stuff that we used to think white women would push about like homosexuality or whatever else, you talk about in the world. Like our
Sisters
grandma,
is, yes.
they're doing it just as hard as the white women are doing. They're even
Yes.
going harder than the white women. And
So
this
is.
is the way we was raised. Our
So
grandmothers, our grandmothers and aunties used to punch us in the chest.
Right.
You know what I
Family,
mean?
look, honestly, it's
know?
crazy because look, I just seen, and it's on some TikTok junk, man, but I just seen this girl sit here and this little boy, she fully made this little boy up in makeup, man. And he's sitting here looking at himself like, wow, in awe.
Right.
Man.
Seriously.
Like
Hey, y'all
crazy.
seen the one of this this girl twerking on this little baby, man?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
What?
So yeah, this is like you said, brother. This is an agenda that these people is doing to us, man. Seriously.
That's crazy. I just
Yep.
seen the
It's
video
all
the other
us.
day. Nelly
You don't
singing
see
to
no
a-
other race of people doing this stuff. You see no other race of people doing this madness, man, other than us, family. Real
Right.
talk.
That's a good definition of it. Madness.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Exactly. Right.
Sheer and utter.
Sheer and utter, right.
Straight up.
Other man.
Hey, you go on just riding around. We still standing on the corner like mad bulls. You don't see no other race standing on the corner.
You're right,
You
brother.
know?
Hey,
You're right.
Yeah.
man.
You're right.
Especially when you go to the hood, man. They got their
We
primary
know.
gas station. You feel me? It's like you don't see that. You just said you don't see that with no other nation.
Martin Luther
Mhm.
King Boulevard full of
Heartbreaking, man.
niggas, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Every city.
Every city.
But
Every
yeah, the
main
sisters,
city. for sure.
sisters
Just hit
going
that
harder
Martin
than
Luther
the
King
Gentiles, bro.
Boulevard, Joe.
Yep. Yo, I said there ain't no such thing as white people stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? Now niggas at worse. I'm just keeping it real. We used to grow up. We used to be like, that's that white people stuff. That's that white people stuff. Ain't that no more.
Nah, it ain't.
Look at these niggas. Look at these niggas.
Right.
Mhm.
Can't say
Hey,
that
look
no
what they
more,
did
man.
on Martin Luther King Day with all them flyers that you put on YouTube, Mark. You know what I'm saying? They're using the man picture of all them twerking contests and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
you got the man with guns in his hands and chains around his neck with two booties on the side of his head, twerking contest.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, that's sad, man.
That's real. That I think about, if you go to any college, any HBCU, you're gonna see that.
Right.
You just bringing that up, you go to any HBCU, you're gonna see that for sure.
What, college?
Yeah, any HBCU, what you saying, that's why I was laughing. Because you go to any HBCU during that time, you're gonna see that.
Oh man.
Brother,
Madness.
just the hatred that's perpetuated against us, man, by us, man, it's truly heartbreaking, man. You know,
Yeah.
this is like you said, without a doubt, it's done in every nation of people, but it's not being shown and it's not being pushed like it is on us, fam.
Exactly.
Right.
You know,
And they go back to understanding that we are a chosen people, man. Everybody
For
looks to
sure.
us. Everybody look, even if you don't think they look to us, they do look to us. You know, they look, you know, I remember at one point in time, it was like our women's been wearing like dookie braids, and then like Kim Kardashian seen a black woman doing it and did it. And then all like other nations started doing it. But you gotta understand, like we are like trendsetters, right? Everybody
doubt.
looks for us like, how do we walk about this? How we go about this? Oh, let's see how the unique.
Hey,
Let's see
Shad,
how the-
actually, that lady Bo Derek started those braids for black people, about white women to wear braids.
Yeah, you actually right, Shauna. You actually
I
right.
know who Bo Derek is.
Yeah, we know, little brother. It's okay.
I don't know who Bo Derek
Kim
is.
Kardashian seen Bo Derek, and she decided she wanted to try to be bold.
You're
like
right. Yeah,
Who's
you're
Bo
right.
Derek? Who's Bo
Bo
Derek?
Derek?
Them girls back in Ohio were wearing French braids when I was a little girl.
Right, but that was my point though.
Bo Derek is that lady who she's an actress.
Oh, okay.
She played in a movie called 10. It was called 10.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that was my point though, Shauna. Like our women's been wearing them type of braids, right?
Yeah.
But we trendsetters out here. So everything we do is being a positive aspect, right? So when our women start making like negative rap music, we trendsetters. So everybody gonna go and do that same thing, right? So think about how Zion did positive works, right?
Right.
Everybody go follow, right? Trendsetters, man.
Right.
Hey, that's another thing.
I
I
asked somebody this, right? I said, I don't understand how somebody could be prejudiced and call us black and all this. I said, when they're out there and they getting tans and stuff and going
That's all
to
the gift and the curse. That's
They
all
don't
the gift and the curse. Everybody
that
haters
just
but
don't
want to
make
be us.
that makes me think somebody stupid there. I said, so they think we crazy? I said, no, we not. That's why I said it's just going to be shown one day who the real people are.
That's a fact.
I just sit back. It's just so everything they try to deprive you, and they didn't already did it to our youngsters, the drugs and all kind of stuff. I heard y'all on here talking about the TikToks. I just found out, and I didn't know this, that China don't allow that kind of stuff. They monitor they TikTok. They don't have that.
Right.
And then I said, then that president that they don't like over here, I said, Americans are so hypocritical. I said, they don't know if they coming or going. I said, that old man Trump tried to tell them, ban TikTok. They making your kids stupid. But you can't fight the devil with the devil. You know.
TikTok and China and everything else, they use it as a learning platform, educational.
Yeah, they said they over here. They said on this review, they said, yeah, they make your families look crazy. They do stupid stuff to their families and stuff. But their TikTok in China, you showing educational things.
Oh, learning. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're
right. So, as long as you got your household, you just gotta keep it knit tight, because
it's tight.
It's getting rough out here.
Right. That's right. Hey, I wanted to bring up one more point. Like I said, they got the women doing the drill music now too. So there you go.
What's the drill?
Going to where?
What's drill music?
Women talking about shooting. Women talking about shooting. Gang banging and all that, man.
Oh, they out here. They been out here. Yeah, I watched that. Coming through. They come hard out here.
California. So yeah, they been out there. That ain't nothing new. That's
man. They walk down the streets with KKs.
But that joint pushed it to the mainstream at first. It was like,
that lady, older lady was telling me, said, yeah, them girls came walking down the street with these big long guns. I said, they don't care.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah.
how long you been in
Out here, they
California?
do not care.
How long you been in California?
Since 95.
Hey, so that means you ever heard of a rapper called Mitchy Slick?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't even get off into that. The rap,
okay.
only one I really remember is like, what's these guys?
It's all
good. Snoop, Ice Cube, Dre. I don't know them kind of rappers. All them other slick, like that boy that got killed out here. What's his name? Nipsey Hussle. I remember when he was handing out them CDs, but I didn't know who he was. He was young then, but he was down at the place called the Liquor Bank. But it's closed down now. But that used to be the spot where everybody hang out. And that boy was pushing his CDs back then, and that was back like the early 2000s, something up in middle 2000s, somewhere there. But I didn't know who he was. Like a lot of these people come by me, I don't know who these people be. I don't, but it's just LA. It's it's Cali. They come down.
That's why I just wanted to ask if you knew about him real quick.
What's his name? Slick Rick.
Nah, it's all good. It's all
Big
good.
I ain't never heard of him.
All good. Yeah.
Yo, Big Ock, it came off the screen. The script.
Okay.
But yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, I'm in the spot where I used to be in New York.
Yeah, upstate.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, gotta let you know he upstate, right?
Yeah, I'm upstate right now.
Yeah.
Every time you say upstate, I be like it must be way more vicious downstate. You know?
Yeah, you got a little stretch to go to get downstate.
It's a difference.
Let you know it's upstate. You know?
It is. It's a difference. It's a little different. Boring, but different.
Okay, go ahead. My fault.
I say he put the first fade on y'all boys, man. You know, I'm new on this Saturday, right?
We ready, huh? We ready.
All right. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintains her man, is full of anger, imprudence, and much reproach.
Whoa. So that means if a woman is taking care of her man, basically, right?
She's full of anger.
Yeah, like if the nigga not working and she the only one working type situation.
Right. If she the one doing all the work, yeah.
Hey, and Eshawn in his recent song, he said this woman had a demon on him on a certain situation, So that's why we gotta go back to that Paul and talking about that the woman's having her head covered. We can go deal with that in Numbers also, right? It's like that go back to Eve. Adam was her head covering. It said don't separate. Once she wasn't covered by Adam, what happened? She was deceived. So now that's why we always say, women, keep your head covered, right? So you don't be deceived if you in there doing somebody like Shaul says because of that angel, right? So women are easily deceived. Easily deceived. Man will throw you under the bus, but a woman is easily deceived, right? So you might think it's, oh yeah, this spirit that came up come in, it's talking about this wisdom and this knowledge right here. Man, that's deception. Possibly, right? So that's what Paul was saying when he's saying keep your head covered because of the angels, man, right? Because they'll come at you, they'll come at that woman first, right? They ain't coming at that man to deceive, they coming at that woman to deceive, right? And we already know what he'll do. That woman deceived, that situation be brought to you, what man gonna do, man? Throw her under the bus, man. Might have move to the next, right? We know how man get down. Okay.
A wicked woman abates the courage, makes a heavy countenance, and a wonderful heart. and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her man in distress makes weak hands and feeble knees.
That's for sure.
Man.
That's for sure.
Because you need your lady to keep you strong too. You know what I'm saying?
That's
a plus.
The rule. She was taken from your rib. It said
Right.
that the Most High created man from dust. I never read that the Most High created woman from dust. It said I created this man from dust, and this woman was created from your rib. I would have said that. That's what we read, right?
Right.
The next verse is the highlight of basically another reason why I came here and talking about these latter days, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Wow. Wow.
Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Right. Abroad, right?
Man.
She's got freedom to do what she want. Man,
That's
no,
that statue.
You can't give a woman. Nah. Yeah, well, I guess that statue, yeah, liberty.
That's that statue represent.
Right.
Freedom. You know?
If she go not as you would have her, cut her off from your flesh and give her a sefer of divorce and let her go.
Let her go.
Hey, you can't be leaving though. You can't be reading this to too many Hebrews though. Can't be reading this to too many Hebrews, right? That's funny.
I heard Israel doing some wickedness with that. I ain't gonna get into it, but yeah, you right. You got some bugged out Hebrews, man.
Right.
Right. You can't read that
too. Leave his lady in the quick. Real.
Hey,
I said I should leave.
That's all they gonna read.
With a no.
Go to Ecclesiastes 25, 26.
You gonna leave it with 26. Leave it with a note.
Put a note
on the counter.
I heard about brothers doing that, man.
25, 26.
And leave it with a note.
Right. Leave it with a note, right? Leave it with a note.
You know? Whoremongering. It's still whoremongering, right?
Man. And that's some same brothers that be like, you know, when y'all bring that doctrine, you and Big Al bring that doctrine. Oh yeah, you sleep with a woman that's your wife. That's that note shit that you just said. I slept with you.
You're right.
I leave you a note, but like, oh, now you know, Ecclesiastes 25 and 26. Right?
That's who's doing it. That's who's doing it, and that's whoremongering. That's straight whore. They going off when they doing that. Man.
Yeah. For sure.
Don't be bringing up stuff in the past. That's in the past.
Okay, my bad. Basically, you're just saying just leave your name out, right?
That was it. That was the end of it.
Yeah, that's the end of it right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was good. That was good. How brothers feel? I want to read about the Proverbs 31 women. That's what Israel always talks about.
Let's go to the next 26.
Okay.
Go ahead, y'all, man.
Blessed is the man that has a virtuous woman.
Right.
For the numbers of his days shall be double. You're right. We had to hit this next one.
Right.
A virtuous woman rejoices her man.
Mm.
And he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
In peace.
Right. Okay, big guy. He ain't ready for that.
In peace. That's all the brother wants is peace, man. He don't want to come home.
Yeah.
Hey, you know you got to do this or do that. We should go out here. We should go out here and get these leaves up. But she looking at you through the window. But she said we.
I told you he's ready for that scripture. Look at him. That's his own situation, right?
Hey, you know, cause it don't take a lot for a brother to be happy, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, it don't, man. It don't.
It really don't.
Hey, that's for sure.
Right. I just need a quiet box. That's all I need is a quiet box.
Yeah.
When you explain it to the woman, it's complicated in her ears though. It's like this all I asked for, and then there's a whole like complication which she don't understand. Like all I asked, like let me get my action right, and then run my back, right? Nothing major, right?
Nothing major. You go in the store,
When
you
you
know
gonna
what you
roll
want.
me and stuff like that, like
it's a difference when you go shopping with a woman. You go in there, you know what you want. She in there, she want this. You got that already. Well, I got this color, and she wants that, and she wants this. And it's like, man, we just different, man. But it don't take a lot for us, man. It really don't, man.
Right.
Let's see. A good woman is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear Yahuwah. So we read in the last verse, I think it said the wickedness of a woman is going to be given to a wicked man, basically, right?
Right.
And it says a good woman is a good portion, which shall be given the portion of them that fear Yah. And it makes sense to me because, like, if you're in this word and you single, then you should be probably finding you a woman that's got the same love for the Most High as you.
Let's pause on that one.
Have fear.
Hey, I made one example in my situation. Then I got people running up on me around here, right? So we just stick to the scriptures. No more examples, right? So let's jump to the 19th time. That same Proverbs 19 to go with that same verse you just read, right? A good woman is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear Yahuwah. Because we are earlier, just like you said, we was like, man, a wicked man get a portion, a wicked woman, right?
Right.
A portion of a righteous woman, right? All right, this is that Proverbs 19. I'm gonna start at 14. I'm gonna jump to 18. I'm just hit 14. 19 and 14 say, houses and riches are the inheritance from fathers, but an understanding wife is from Yahuwah. Right? An understanding wife is from the Most High Yah. So we see the Most High, go ahead.
What's that Proverbs what?
That was 19 and 14. An understanding wife. That's that portion, right? An understanding wife is from the Most High. Right? And then I'm jumping to this 18 and 22 also. It says, he who has found a wife has found good and receives favor from Yahuwah.
Oh, praise.
So the same understanding wife too. First of all, Most High say, if I gave you wife, man, that's a blessing in itself, right? That's favor in itself, right?
Right. Give you a help me.
And then it's an understanding wife is from Yahuwah. Man, we got to understand our blessings at this point, right? That wisdom, that knowledge, that understanding. And we reading them. This wife, an understanding wife. Come on.
Man.
I know I've been caught taking that for granted, a lot, So I can speak for myself, man. We can't take that for granted. You feel me?
Nah, for real, yeah. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards Yahuwah, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. Whether a man be rich or poor, man.
Right. That's big right there. That's real big.
Right. And the real big part, like you just said, if he got a good heart towards the Most High Yah, if you got a good, regardless of your status, right? If you got a good heart towards the Most High Yah,
you shall be cheerful with countenance.
So when you see a brother that's mean mugging all the time,
right,
always wrinkled up,
right?
You know what's going on with that, right?
Right. Maybe that's why these brothers could feel like, like they feel like they feel something about you. You be out in public and it's like everybody like look at you differently. You can feel it, and you just doing you. You know, but you just feel like, yo, everybody like, why, like, yeah, you just feel it. You just like, yo, what is that? That body could what it be. The continent says a lot. He talks about those continents a lot.
Yeah.
Like you say, them facial, that mugging, that facial expression.
Right.
It's not looking.
Okay.
Mugging me. When you look at me, if you mugging me, it need to come with a smile, right?
Yeah, right. Yo, there be 3 things that my heart fears. And for the fourth, I was sore afraid. The slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a
Gang.
false accusation.
Gang, right? And the false
Right.
accusation, right?
All
And that's
these,
them the 3 things that you dread, that your heart fears, right?
slander of a city. Gather an unruly multitude. What's the slander of the city? Like destruction?
And the slander of it. And then we can think about the city as talking about even towards you, you know, think about yourself as a city, right? Slanderous comments towards you, right?
Right, okay. All these are worse than death. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. And a scourge of the tongue which communicates with all.
That's that 4th right there. For the 4th, I was so afraid. That's that 4th, I was so afraid.
Is a woman jealous over another woman.
But the grief of the heart and sorrow, that's grief for the heart and sorrow, is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicates with all. Like, right, you know, I might tell you my business, then you go tell the next person, right? That communicates
Right.
with all, right?
Okay. An evil woman is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that has hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
Wow, you're gonna get bit. You're gonna get bit. You're gonna get bit.
A drunken woman and a gather abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Man. That's saying something right there, ain't it?
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
Haughty looks and eyelids. A lot of our women walk around like that.
Right.
You know
And we read about them seductive eyes earlier, right? Now, Isaiah.
We sure did.
That's why they put them brooms on them now, under my legs.
Man.
Man. He be like, they gonna fly with them mugs or something.
Wait, what y'all talking about? Them big old eyelids? Oh, okay.
The rustless eyelids on nowadays.
I be like looking like they can't even see. Like,
man, my daughter put them things on one day, man. I was mad as hell, boy.
Man, I bet. Yeah, man.
Mad as
Those things
hell.
are crazy, bro. Those things.
For like her graduation, man, I was
That's what the sisters is doing right now, man. That's the trend. If your daughter be shameless, keep her in keep her in straightly. Yeah.
Keep her in straightly on the straight path.
Right. Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Right.
Lest she abuse herself
That's being spoiled.
liberty.
Man, that's too much freedom. That's too much freedom. You can't give your daughter too much freedom, man.
Spoiling them.
Right.
And that goes right back to that statue, man. You know what I'm saying? That representing that, you know, we read in that article, women, that they taking control basically. You know, that they get in these head positions, man. Right? Unless she abuse herself through overmuch liberty, man.
Freedom, man.
Too much freedom, and straight like that. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespasses against you. Man.
Don't be surprised. It's almost like don't be surprised. Like
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. She will open her mouth as and it's for him to say that, don't be surprised. So he's, hey, we could see it. She got, how she looks. This way a woman looks. You already, like he already said, don't go after the beauty in the verse 25, right?
And
Right,
you a man,
right.
and you a man, so you already know how you deceive little girls back in the day. So especially if you got a pretty daughter, like you say, like, man.
She will open her mouth.
Can't give them
Yeah, can't to know. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain and drink of every water near her. By every hedge, she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. The grace of a woman delights her man, and her destruction will fatten his bones.
That's for real, though.
That's for real.
That's so for real.
I love a woman that covers herself up. You know what I'm saying?
And her grace, her grace. Woman moving gracefully. You see your woman moving gracefully, man. That's gonna take delight in that. Her discernment, her discretion, man, gonna fatten your bones. She's like, oh man, that was a good decision.
I'm telling you, it makes sense, man. Hey, you walk in the right way, straight path, and she walking in straight path, and man, that's beautiful, man. I could just imagine that. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta imagine it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the grace of a woman.
You ain't alone.
You ain't alone. I don't think you alone.
Yeah.
The grace of a woman delights her man, and her destruction will fatten his bones. A silent and loving woman, right? A silent
and loving woman.
I'm just ready to say loud. I'm just ready to say loud.
I'm ready to too.
I just want to say loud.
All we want is peace. A silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahuwah.
That's loud. Please, give me just say loud. Man. Right? Come on. I'll praise it, man. I'll take that.
Man, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Right.
Man.
And I'm grooming my daughter right now to be that type of woman. You know what I'm saying? I talk to I got two girls.
Right.
And I'll tell them, you don't need no makeup. I let them know what's in the makeup. You know what I'm saying? And so we learning that. We ain't dealing with no straightening of the hair. You know what I'm saying? We're going to braid and you're going to love your hair, right? I let her know Christ had. So, we instructed. I'm letting her know the fear of the Most High. So all praises. Well instructed. I like that. Mind well instructed, man.
Hey, what's in the makeup, Hawk? What's in the makeup?
Man, you got metals in it, pig blood in it.
And what else?
What's that? I know metals, pig blood, and chemicals, but I don't know. You know anything about that's all.
And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, because it is metals and it's pig blood, it's rats, it's roaches, it's cardboard, it's plastic, it's wood. All that stuff is chopped up in there and cooked.
Yes, sir.
But they only get the grease out of it, so they extract the grease. So that dry stuff goes to the dog food. Oh yeah, it goes to some chicken feed too. So chickens eat pork.
Hey,
so chickens eat pork feed.
When we went to go look up that about this makeup, who started teaching these women to put these makeup on, right?
The fallen angels.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we at? Oh, it came off the screen. Hey, somebody else can pick up what I read. Kind of loud in my background, man. I got to be willing.
Where you at? 15?
Yeah.
A shamefaced, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and
Right.
her content mind cannot be valued.
That's
Her
for real.
content mind cannot be valued. As the sun when it rises in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good woman and the ordering of her house. Hmm.
Man, it sounds like when she waking up, making breakfast, taking care of the kids.
All that. Straight up. As the clear light is upon the holy menorah, so is the beauty of the face in ripe age. Huh.
Right, because she took care of herself, ain't put none of that crap on her face. She still
Right.
looking youthful. Still
Still
looking
look good
good.
at 60. Real
Right.
talk.
Yeah, because you got sisters that do look good at these ages when they took care of themselves and did the right
No
thing.
doubt.
And we see it in some of the actors. You can look at somebody like an Angela Bassett, right?
Right.
Exactly. 18. As the golden pillars are upon the sockets of silver, so are the fair feet with a constant heart. My son, keep the flower of your age sound and give not your strength to strangers.
Right.
When you have gotten a fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with your own seed, trusting in the goodness of your stock.
That's that passport bros, right? Sound like we gotta stay within our nation.
Right, because that 19 said, keep your flower of your age, meaning like your virginity, right?
Don't give your strength to strangers.
Right. And don't give it like you just said. Like you just said, young man, right?
Yeah.
And when you got a fruitful possession, right? A fruitful possession, talking about that womb. A fruitful possession, through all the fields, sow it with your own seed.
Your own seed.
Right. Trusting in goodness of your stock, right? It's gonna be pure. The goodness of your stock, you come from the Most High. The Most High said, "You my children," right?
Yeah.
Goodness of your own stock. I'll praise, man.
And 21. So your race, which you leave, shall be magnified.
Right.
Having the confidence of their good descent.
Of their good descent, right? Because you sowed that seed.
For sure.
And they come from a good descent. My posterity is excellent, right? Or you will be saying that. You will be saying your prosperity, y'all know I can't talk.
I know what you're saying though. But yeah, like your people.
P-O-S-T-R-I-T-Y, right? Your descendants.
Okay, 22.
Hey, but that to me that seemed like our race. It's talking about our race. It says, so your race, which you leave, should be magnified, having the confidence of their good descent. That reminds me of us when we became Israelites, when we decided, when we found out we was Israelites, it's like we had confidence then, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that. Because I feel like I left something behind when I left being called African American and black. I left that behind.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is actually even talking about with your women and your offspring too, though.
Yeah, it's talking about it's talking about dating your own race. Just not going. We was commanded not to deal with other women anyway. But we ain't know that obviously before we was Israelites. But we understand, and it makes sense. It makes sense, man.
Yeah.
And it said, "Don't give your strength to strangers." It's almost
strangers.
Like,
yeah, that's your seed.
If I give this woman my nut, I don't know. In a non-verbal aspect, I'm just, but it's like if I give this woman my seed, right? I'm giving a stranger my seed, right?
No doubt.
I got you.
That's because like the Revelation 11:1, he said, measure not the outer courts, because that's left for the Gentiles. So, the Most High was keeping his rate. And like Tobit say, the promise was given to you and your seed. You know what I'm saying? And that's why,
Mhm.
that's one of the reasons there.
Want you to keep that seed. Yeah. Yeah.
I got
To your
Deuteronomy.
nation.
And
Yeah,
that's
I
your
got
strength, though, right? That's your
right.
strength, right?
For sure it is.
I got
Every last one
Deuteronomy.
of us, nigga, when we cream, be ready to go to sleep.
Right. I got Deuteronomy 7:3.
Deuteronomy 7:3.
Yeah, I'll read it.
Hit that out.
And do not intermarry with them. You do not give your daughter to his son, and you do not take his daughter for your son, for he turns your son away from following me to serve other
Right.
mighty ones. Then the displeasure of Yahuwah shall burn against you and promptly
Wow.
destroy you.
Wow.
I'm piggybacking off y'all Mill since he went there, right? I'm going Jubilees 30:7. Jubilees 30:7 says, and there is any man who wishes in Yashrael to give his daughter or his sister to any man who is of the seed of any other nations, he shall surely die. And they shall stone him with stones, for he has wrought shame in Yashrael. And they shall burn the woman with fire, because she has dishonored the name of the house of her father, and she shall be rooted out of Yashrael.
And family, why we not taught none of this?
I know, man. Because we grew up in Babylon, man. they tell us, hey, we grew up in Babylon.
Right, and that's a real good point. Now, when you say that, we grew up in Babylon. They ain't gonna teach you the truth in Babylon.
They're not. You know, they tell us we all the same, but we screaming out black. It's madness out here because our people would sit there and be like, well, we all the same. Ain't no difference. But then you gonna go to a Black Lives Matter march, though. Right. You know, but you gonna go to a Black Lives Matter march. Obviously, there's a difference. I had this lady at my job when I talk about the word, and you know, she seen me, you know, coming in with my fringes, and you know, she asked me what they was. I said, well, this is what my ancestors was doing before slavery, whatever. And she had the nerve to ask me if I was racist, but she was an Indian woman, you know, East Indian woman. And I said, what? I said, if you came in here with your Indian attire and that's what your ancestors do, and would you want me to think that's racist? She just kind of looked at me, and then she was like, I'm going somewhere with it, but she looked at me and she said, well, we both black, but I'm like, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know it's not true, right? And I seen this comment on the thing where an Indian woman was married to a black guy, and people was in the comments, they was mad, and I'm like, well, you see that right there? You know, could I marry you? You know, can I marry you? You take me to your country, they're gonna see us as both being black? No. You know, they're gonna look at us, they're gonna know it's a clear difference between the nations. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just madness out here, man. You know.
I go back to that, man. I'm about to jump all the way down to 10, man.
You know, they tell us we all the same. No, and it's not true.
I'm gonna hit this Tobit.
Okay.
4:12. He said, be aware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a woman of the seed of your fathers, and take not a strange woman to be your woman, which is not of your father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Yishkak, and Yaakov. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married women of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. Now, therefore, my son, love your brethren, and despise not in your heart your brethren, the sons and daughters of your people, and not taking a woman of them, for in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want.
That's a good one. Oh,
for lewdness is the mother of famine. Let not the wages of any man which has wrought for you tarry with you, but give him it out out of hand, for if you serve Elohim, he will also repay you. Be circumspect, my son, in all things you do, and be wise in all your conversation.
And I got one more for Jermaine too. Just think about that question you asked. And we grew up, we was always told to deal with the foreign women. We even said that. I got a woman, she's foreign. She's from here, she's from there. Like, it was a badge of honor.
I got me with them bad,
to bear outside your race was like a badge of honor, man.
Yeah. And they push it. And that just go right back to Jude, where they do these things to us to keep the Most High from fighting for us. You know what I'm saying? It all go back to that.
Yeah. Or it's in order to lead us astray. You know what I'm saying?
Lead us astray, right.
Worship their Christmas and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All them other paganism holidays that they worship, that they believe in, that they gonna keep every year. Halloween and all the rest of that stuff. Easter baskets and all that madness,
Yeah. And then, and then your lineage was always taught to do the right things. But, since we've been in captivity, we didn't even know our heritage. So we was following the customs of the heathen. So,
well, honestly, it's sort of crazy because this brings to mind why they
push it, huh?
About this, push this division between us and our women, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. To keep us further. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and that's the main thing in these last days, the division between us and our women, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real. Like, that's the main thing, man.
Man.
It shouldn't be that. It's the total opposite for what it was in the beginning. Most High said, don't even deal with these other nations. And we went total opposite from that. And now we don't even deal with our women. That's crazy. That's total opposite.
Yeah, it's horrible. Physically taught to hate one another, man.
Man, physically, man, and then indoctrination. Man, come on. That's backwards.
Where we at? Let's see.
We was down there. Right there, around like 21. See my sunflower? There you go. Yeah, 21, 22.
That's the female dog yet, for sure.
22, probably.
Yeah, we was at 22.
Okay.
A harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her man. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a righteous woman is given to him that fears Yahuwah.
That's that scripture right there, Yamil, we speaking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yep.
Mm-hmm.
If you're walking in the fear of the Most High, then you're gonna find you a woman that fears the Most High, man.
So
at least y'all both be groomed in that same aspect, right?
Right.
To this situation, fearing the Most High accordingly, that y'all be groomed in that aspect.
If you tell one of you, see, woman, you wicked. You're not supposed to be like this. You read this scripture to her, she gonna be like, okay, if I'm wicked, then you must be wicked too.
Right.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
But I'm not going to disagree with that because, like my situation, you know what I mean? Not saying, but I'm just saying, like, I know how I was moving. You know what I'm saying? So I got what you know what I'm saying? But I found
Me too.
So,
situation, not just her.
So look at yourself before you get this truth. You know you was a wicked man. I know I was a wicked man. You know what I'm saying? So it only makes sense, brother. If I was walking righteously, then I would have been somewhere, amongst Israelites all the time. I would have obviously found me a woman with her head covered in his word already. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's why y'all got to come into this word together.
Right.
That's why you got to come into this word together, because you wasn't walking righteously. You just got your reward, right? We all of us.
Yep.
So this ain't scripture ain't just for one person, right?
Not
Right,
at all.
right.
Not at all. I understand. I was wicked. You know, it just come with honesty. I was big. I look at my down like, yeah, but I wasn't moving right. That's why we got the problems we got now, because there's most of the stuff that I got to deal with. Even now, walking with the Most High, I still got to pay for certain things that I did when it comes to distrust, because I wanted to move around and cheat and all that. So I still got to get my phone. You know what I mean? Because of the man I used to be.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still got to pay for the man I used to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? For his
Right.
sake.
yeah.
And that
That's
comes with that
always.
understanding, though. That comes with that understanding. So
Right, right.
oh, if I was walking this way, I would have, you know, this. So now the woman that the Most High blessed me with, let me be thankful for that, because at least He blessed me with that, and I wasn't walking in the right way. But you know, we all, you know, He turning us back, right? So it's like, man, you know,
Give all praise that the Most High
All
didn't keep
praise,
you
that's
in your
it.
wicked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And he revealed himself to you know, to us each individually while we was with our women still. So you know, we just got to move accordingly from here. That's it, man.
And even learning stuff like this, brother, this type of stuff that'll keep you from going crazy, being in a relationship.
Yeah, for real.
Mhm.
With
Yeah.
somebody that's not on the same page. You know
or
what
at
I'm
least,
saying?
or at least
Right,
a futile
right.
relationship, right? At least a
Give you
futile
that
relationship.
give you that understanding. Like that's why I'm going through this with this woman, because I was wicked. You know what I'm saying?
I was
So
wicked, right? And you, naturally, we the
you
head, right?
gotta, yeah, you gotta put it on yourself in all things, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You gotta take that. You gotta be the head, so you gotta take that whooping. Like this is
right.
done
Take that
because of
head
my
shot.
disobedience.
I
Right.
take that head shot for sure.
And then know that you in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Gird up your loins, because you finna be in the fight.
You
You
get
know what I'm saying?
loans though, but now you increasing. As you increase, y'all are one now. So regardless of the situation, it's still what the Most High blessed you with. So
Right.
regardless of the situation, y'all are one, man. As you
You
increase,
gotta make it right.
So,
Gotta make it right.
Right. Now this almost like, oh, you know how it's like, you know, when you come in this truth and you still, you know, want to bring people to this truth, man, that gotta start in the household, right? So that's almost the hardest, especially as men, man, in the household, that's the hardest. You know,
Yeah.
style women
Yeah.
is right.
That is the hardest, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Your other half, man, y'all one. So your other half, you gotta make sure your other half right. And these women, man, I don't want to talk about it, 'cause my women stay listening. She be listening in the background, but y'all know though.
There was no shooter come fly, you know what I'm saying?
Break the computer or something, not, you know.
I know y'all be watching boxing together, so she probably got a nasty left hook too.
Right. All right, she didn't hit the clock. Earlier I'm talking. I was going too hard. She come around the corner and tell me shut up. You heard me get quiet.
You got quiet quick.
Man,
I'm gonna be quiet when she gone. I'm gonna talk to you.
You know, as soon as she leave, I'm like, yeah, you heard what I was saying, right? You know? Debo only lasts for a minute, right? Come on. You know, can't Debo me for long. I'm on it.
All right, we got what, 25?
Yes, sir.
A shameless woman
Oh,
shall
24, 24.
Yeah, 24. I'm about to say, yeah.
a dishonest woman contemns shame, but an honest woman will reverence her man.
Right.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
As a what?
As a bitch.
Okay. I didn't want to say it, Jermaine. I knew you was gonna let it go.
It's just the truth.
Right on, now.
That's crazy though. A
Nah,
shameless
that's real,
woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahuwah.
She that is
Fear
shamefaced.
Yahuwah. Well,
She that is
fear
shamefaced.
Yahuwah.
Right. Praise Yah.
Hey, is this why basically, you know what I'm saying? That bitch, is this actually what that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you gotta understand, Gentiles are not original. everything that they need to get.
Yeah,
Especially when
yeah.
it comes to the Romans, they get it from the Greeks, or especially they get it from who? The Yahudim, right? Us, Jews, right? Yeah, they read the same word. They're like, and then they got their terminology for it, right?
Yeah, when you dealing with a woman and you have to actually call her a bitch, most likely she acted shameless, man.
Right.
For you to even have to call her that.
But not these days, because
you know?
women's call themselves the same word, right?
Well, I'm talking about for a righteous man to get out of character. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I gotta call you a bitch, you messing up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But even women call themselves, they be like, because you just showed the video earlier.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. They act like, when they act shameless. Yup.
Shameless, you see them in the video. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Ain't no righteous woman gonna be calling each other no bitches.
Nah,
Cause you know what that means.
Right.
They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do it.
Right, I get what you're saying. Word, fast. They're not gonna move like that. Wow. Oh, praise.
Nor call themselves that. Nor call themselves a female dog. Right?
Exactly, because they out here saying they bad bees now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And what attitude come with
or a
that bad
boss
bitch
bee.
attitude? Yup.
Either a bad bee or a boss bee.
Yup.
Right. And both
Everything
of those end in the B.
Yup. Shameless.
Right.
You know,
Shameless.
Wow.
Hey, after this, we're gonna have to start talking. We have to talk about the men's next. Because the women's ain't gonna despise y'all after this one.
That might have to be next Shabbat, man. This is almost the same.
That's what I'm saying. Next Shabbat, we gotta deal with men's, man. Because the women's gonna despise y'all after this one. They be like, we are not listening. What's your story? What is it called? Reuben Ben. I don't know the name of it right now, but yeah, they ain't listening to this page no more. My bad. 27. I'm with it.
Oh, that's right. Now we're in 26, right? Yeah, it's 26.
26. It's still on you, big man. You ain't dozed off on us that quick. What they call that when you just go to sleep real fast? Narcolepsy.
He probably coming right back.
I get my
But no, take the good and the bad from it, man.
Right.
That's it.
They finished that up for us. He might have slipped.
It's quiet over here, but I gotta fix the screen. All right, let's get it. A woman that honors her man shall be judged wise of all.
Mm-hmm.
But she that dishonors him in her pride shall be counted wicked of all.
In her what?
In her pride.
Right.
And that's what it really be, man.
That's what it be, Hardy.
Yeah. Wow. A loud crying woman and a skull shall be sought out to drive away the enemies.
My fault, brothers. I ended up having to call, man. I don't know what to do when they come through.
Oh yeah, you good.
That's that old school stuff right there. Don't know how to work it.
Mine's doing it too, man. I be getting mad when I get that call too. Right? Especially when we be going in.
I don't know what to do though, man.
Like, man, hey, just answer it real quick. That's all you could do. Or ignore it.
All right, what we at? We at 26.
Yeah, you started
28.
26 started 26.
All right. A woman that honors her man shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonors him in her pride shall be counted wicked of all. A loud crying woman and a scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemies. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third makes me angry. A man of war that suffers poverty. A man of war that suffers poverty.
Right, exactly. I'm trying to think of that.
That's all these veterans that's homeless and stuff.
Right, that's what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking.
And that's what I said. That was what you said, though, right? Listen, y'all ain't gonna have big on this YouTube no more, right?
Yo, we just talked about that too earlier in the beginning video. We was talking about how we don't understand how brothers dealing with these people's stuff, man.
Right,
Look
right.
at that.
Wow.
A man of war that suffers poverty. Man, say that again. What you said that was, big man? Because it's like, man,
Veterans that's out here homeless. That's crazy.
that's crazy, right? You reading this right in the script. That's nasty. That's what it is.
And men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returns from righteousness to sin. Yahuwah prepares such one for the sword. Huh.
Man,
Say la right
and
there.
a man that returns from righteousness to sin.
Back to sin.
Right.
Come on, man. You done died. Yeah. Come on.
29. A merchant shall hardly keep himself from doing wrong, and a huckster shall not be free from sin. A huckster? What's that? Huckster.
Hey, you got the you can pull that huckster real quick.
Yeah, that's interesting.
What was that word you said?
A huckster. I don't think I've ever heard that word before.
Hey, I see if you can go to the Strongs and see if you can get that huckster first in the Strongs. If you can get that.
A huckster.
A person who sells small items, either door to door from a stall or small store.
Oh, small business. A small business look like.
A trader, a dealer, a seller.
Yeah. Merchant is like probably a large business, and a huckster probably a small business.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. So it look like you a small business and not free. I don't know, like always in debt. But that's the Strongs. I guess the Strongs. A merchant you'll hardly. Cause we know the merchants is like the big sellers, right?
Hey, right. And then that 28 still nasty though. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, that's just say like a merchant shall hardly keep himself from doing wrong. It's like if you selling stuff, you might up the price, you might lower the price, you might be in competition with somebody else over a price. You know what I'm saying?
Well, just selling on the Sabbath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or just selling on the Sabbath. You're not gonna be free from sin because that's like usury. You know what I'm saying? And then like you up it in the price, you're not being equal to all men. You know what I'm saying? You selling it for gain, basically. It goes on. It go with that. When you own a store,
right?
You might let me up this price. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I need some extra dough today. What was your reason for upping that price? Was it to compete with them down the street? You got it for $5 and you selling it for $55. You know what I'm saying? Making a big profit off of something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes they deal with.
And you got to think about the Most High and His laws when it pertains to being a brother, a neighbor to your neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And you got those that sell things, and they like you might go to buy it, but they can tell a difference for somebody who got knowledgeable of what they buying. Like this person know like this ain't worth this much, so I'm gonna sell it at a regular price. Oh, this person don't know. This person don't know nothing about this product, so I'm gonna tell them it's worth more than what it is. And people do that all the time. People do that all the time.
And then just like they charge Hebrews more for like the houses they buy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go to sell your stuff, they want to give it away for cheap.
Right.
Because you own it, yeah.
Because you own it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't own the land on it too. That's gonna really give this.
Right. Okay.
That's when you keep a Gentile buddy and put him on the face of it.
Right.
And that's what we gotta do in this world.
Yeah,
and that's
for sure
real.
it is.
And that's real.
Yeah, for real.
Shit,
Psalm
it was
11,
good.
y'all.
You still the thing is,
47.
you still gonna have to get that Gentile percentage. But you
Psalm
know,
11, yeah.
Oh,
Psalm
well, that's
11.
fine because off the money that you're gonna make just off him selling it, you ain't got no problem with that. Cause you still gonna
And
walk away with more than you would if you tried to sell it.
and I ain't saying it's gonna be a problem with it. I'm just saying you still gonna have to get the Gentile percentage, right? You know,
Yeah. They still gotta get their money.
they
Still
still
gonna walk away with more having that Gentile face on it than you would trying to sell that thing.
right.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
then,
yeah, right.
Right.
then now you can put a
Right.
little higher price. Now you can get your huckster on, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
If
That
I
is
got
real.
Gentile too. That means it's going up an extra 5 bands. You feel me?
Real talk. Real talk. That's how
Hey,
they do with
brothers,
these appraisals and all this stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
brothers
for
do that in the
sure.
streets all day. You know, they selling stuff out there. They'll sell it to the brothers. They'll go to the white neighborhood and they'll boost it up the price for the pills or whatever they selling, man. You know
Hey,
what
all right,
they do.
we talking about property today. We talking about property. All right.
Hey, I might sell a little nickel for $10.
Yeah, man. All praise to the Most High, man.
Right. There's a whole section of Hebrews. That's what I say. That's my polite word, right? It's a whole. This a assembly of Hebrews. That's what I can say.
Right. Hey, let's read this psalm and then I can start recording. Then we can continue to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
So, yeah. Psalm 11, now.
Psalms 11. Let me pull that scripture.
I mean, get it marked that way I know where we at. That's an odd number right there.
In Psalms 10, we talk about that evildoer, right? Psalms 11. Hold on. Psalms 11, nasty in itself. Psalms 11. In Yahuwah, I have taken refuge. Why do you say to me, flee to your mountain like a bird? Look, the wrong bend of bow. They set their arrow on the string to shoot in darkness at the upright in heart. Right? At the upright in heart, not in flesh, right? In heart. And
they
again,
shoot darkness.
right.
And darkness ain't just at night. You know what I'm saying? That's also deception.
Right. That's still that doctrine that we've been dealing with all day. Darkness. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, hey, come hear this darkness doctrine, right?
Right.
Not the upright. Come here, upright. Hear this doctrine. When the foundations are destroyed, what shall the righteous do?
Right there. Hold on. When the foundations are destroyed, what shall the righteous do? We just talked about, they destroying the foundation, family, man, woman, and child, man.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what they're doing right now. This is what we basically been speaking about.
So what shall the righteous do? What shall the righteous do? Praise y'all. Praise y'all. That's what they should do. Right? What shall the righteous do? Give our praise to the Most High and know who your refuge is, right? Because in verse 1 it says, in Yahuwah I have taken refuge. That's what the righteous shall do. What shall the righteous do? Take refuge in the Most High Yah. Right? Verse 4. Yahuwah is in his set apart hekel or temple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Let's about to get real.
The throne of Yah is in the heavens. High above. Y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I thought I got kicked out for a minute.
I'm bad. You know,
I got kicked out for a minute.
Hey, man, I think Yamil be kicking you out, but hey, we ain't gonna talk about that. Verse 4. Verse 4. Yahuwah is in his set apart Hekel or temple. The throne of Yah is in the heavens. His eyelids examine the sons of men. Yahuwah tries the righteous. Man, praise Yah, right?
Right.
See, I'm gonna try you like gold. Yahuwah tries the righteous, but his being shall hate the wrong. Right? Oh, God loves everybody. God loves everybody. Just so his being shall hate the wrong. Hate.
Right.
Hate. Come on. That don't sound like he loved everybody.
Who else?
Real talk.
Who else?
And the one who loves violence. The Most High hate that, right? We read
Hate
it.
that.
Okay.
Hate that.
Okay.
Hate that.
Hold on. Yeah, I love violence. I like to see men and women fighting. You know, I love to see the destruction of family, man.
Now that clip you brung out. Now that clip you brung up. What is his name?
Right,
Chico Face? Yeah, Chico
Blue
Face.
Face?
Blue Face. Blue Face, right? No, he said, don't whoop on the one, won't whoop on no nigga. That sound weak. Whoop on your woman. That's even weaker, right?
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Okay. And the one who loves violence, the Most High hate that, right? That's how he spoke in that song, is about violence. Okay. Upon the wrong, he rains snares, fire and sulfur, and a scorching wind are the portions of their cup. For Yahuwah is righteous. Say
yes, he is.
For Yahuwah is righteous. He has loved the right. He has loved righteousness. The Yashar, the upright, shall see his face, man.
Oh, praises.
Oh, praise man. Right, shall see his face, man.
That's
Man, I hope. Man, I pray.
Or
Upright,
Jasher,
you know what
right?
I'm saying?
Y'all
Yeah,
raise
man.
Jasher, right? Come on. That's nasty.
Man.
That's
see his face.
Yeah, all praise.
Right. All praise to the Most High, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Big Maul, Big Man, man, don't be coming late like that. We know we need y'all rhetoric, man. We wait.
I gotta catch the beginning of this one.
For y'all. 45 minutes, right?
Ruben didn't send me the link, family.
Man.
Oh, my bad, man. My bad, Big Man. Big Maul, though, that's on you.
Yeah.
Don't forget to stop the recording.